Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Tyler and his wife Carolyn are lifelong residents of Osceola and alumni of Osceola High School. Tyler is fighting to make a better Osceola. Tyler is running for re-election to the Osceola City Council, and let's support him in making Osceola prouder, stronger, and better. Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan wants to remind everyone to get out and vote on November the 3rd. Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Located at 1460 West Kaiser, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, and they are a member FDIC. You can contact branch manager Greg Reese at 870-622-0400. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
Bugmobile of Arkansas, located at 408 South Walnut in Osceola, specializes in pest control and termite control for both residential and commercial properties. Owners Oscar and Jade Gonzalez would be happy to come out and give you a free estimate, and you can also contact Bugmobile at 870-563-6811. Bugmobile is a proud sponsor of your Osceola Seminoles and the Seminole Nation. Roller Swift Funeral Home of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Located at 2173 US 61 South, Roller Swift Funeral Home specializes in funeral services and helping families with the costs associated with them. For more information, contact them at 870-563-6578 and speak with David Tucker. Roller Swift Funeral Home, with all our respect.
Osceola City Council member Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. Sandra represents the Osceola City Council, Ward 2, Position 2. Sandra spent 35 years volunteering with the youth in our community and promises to keep fighting for a brighter future for us all. Sandra's motto is Prayers for Our City. Sandra is asking for your vote for re-election for Osceola City Council, Ward 2, Position 2 on November 3rd. Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is located at 1100 West Kaiser in Osceola and can be reached at 563-5700. The Sandbar Grill is a family-owned restaurant established in 2007. Sandbar Grill features certified Angus steaks, seafood, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Owners Harry and Jeanette Keats are lifelong Osceola residents and welcome everyone with a smile. Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. State Representative Monty Hodges is running for re-election for District 55. Monty is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Monty has worked hard in the state legislature representing District 55 and is asking for your vote on November 3rd. Monty wishes the Osceola Seminoles good luck on the season, and let's win a state championship. Let's all help re-elect Monty Hodges for state representative for District 55. Monty Hodges is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. The Willis Clinic is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. Medical Director Dr. Sharita Willis is wishing the Seminoles a safe and successful season on the field. The Willis Clinic is located at 616 West Lee, and their hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Willis Clinic can be reached at 870-563-2545. The Willis Clinic is serving your total health care needs. The Willis Clinic is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. The Osceola School District is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Superintendent Alfred Hogan and the Osceola School Board wishes all students a great school year. The Osceola School District is committed to preparing all students with an equal opportunity to be successful. The 2020-2021 school year promises to be exciting with reflections of the past, anticipation of the future, and a pure determination to make a difference. The Osceola School District says, Go Seminoles! Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Tyler and his wife Carolyn are lifelong residents of Osceola and alumni of Osceola High School. Tyler is fighting to make a better Osceola. Tyler is running for re-election to the Osceola City Council, and let's support him in making Osceola prouder, stronger, and better. Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan wants to remind everyone to get out and vote on November the 3rd. Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Located at 1460 West Kaiser, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, and they are a member FDIC. You can contact branch manager Greg Reese at 870-622-0400. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
Bugmobile of Arkansas, located at 408 South Walnut in Osceola, specializes in pest control and termite control for both residential and commercial properties. Owners Oscar and Jade Gonzalez would be happy to come out and give you a free estimate, and you can also contact Bugmobile at 870-563-6811. Bugmobile is a proud sponsor of your Osceola Seminoles and the Seminole Nation. Roller Swift Funeral Home of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Located at 2173 US 61 South, Roller Swift Funeral Home specializes in funeral services and helping families with the costs associated with them. For more information, contact them at 870-563-6578 and speak with David Tucker. Roller Swift Funeral Home, with all our respect.
Osceola City Council member Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. Sandra represents the Osceola City Council, Ward 2, Position 2. Sandra spent 35 years volunteering with the youth in our community and promises to keep fighting for a brighter future for us all. Sandra's motto is Prayers for Our City. Sandra is asking for your vote for re-election for Osceola City Council, Ward 2, Position 2 on November 3rd. Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is located at 1100 West Kaiser in Osceola and can be reached at 563-5700. The Sandbar Grill is a family-owned restaurant established in 2007. Sandbar Grill features certified Angus steaks, seafood, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Owners Harry and Jeanette Keats are lifelong Osceola residents and welcome everyone with a smile. Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. State Representative Monty Hodges is running for re-election for District 55. Monty is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Monty has worked hard in the state legislature representing District 55 and is asking for your vote on November 3rd. Monty wishes the Osceola Seminoles good luck on the season and let's win a state championship. Let's all help re-elect Monty Hodges for state representative for District 55. Monty Hodges is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. The Willis Clinic is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. Medical Director Dr. Sharita Willis is wishing the Seminoles a safe and successful season on the field. The Willis Clinic is located at 616 West Lee, and their hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Willis Clinic can be reached at 870-563-2545. The Willis Clinic is serving your total health care needs. The Willis Clinic is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. The Osceola School District is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Superintendent Alfred Hogan and the Osceola School Board wishes all students a great school year. The Osceola School District is committed to preparing all students with an equal opportunity to be successful. The 2020-2021 school year promises to be exciting with reflections of the past, anticipation of the future, and a pure determination to make a difference. The Osceola School District says, Go Seminoles! Osceola Council member Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Tyler and his wife Carolyn are lifelong residents of Osceola and alumni of Osceola High School. Tyler is fighting to make a better Osceola. Tyler is running for re-election to the Osceola City Council, and let's support him in making Osceola prouder, stronger, and better. Osceola Council member Tyler Dunnigan wants to remind everyone to get out and vote on November the 3rd. Osceola Council member Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Located at 1460 West Kaiser, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, and they are a member FDIC. You can contact branch manager Greg Reese at 870-622-0400. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
Bugmobile of Arkansas, located at 408 South Walnut in Osceola, specializes in pest control and termite control for both residential and commercial properties. Owners Oscar and Jade Gonzalez would be happy to come out and give you a free estimate, and you can also contact Bugmobile at 870-563-6811. Bugmobile is a proud sponsor of your Osceola Seminoles and the Seminole Nation. Roller Swift Funeral Home of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Located at 2173 US 61 South, Roller Swift Funeral Home specializes in funeral services and helping families with the costs associated with them. For more information, contact them at 870-563-6578 and speak with David Tucker. Roller Swift Funeral Home, with all our respect.
Osceola City Council member Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. Sandra represents the Osceola City Council, Ward 2, Position 2. Sandra spent 35 years volunteering with the youth in our community and promises to keep fighting for a brighter future for us all. Sandra's motto is Prayers for Our City. Sandra is asking for your vote for re-election for Osceola City Council, Ward 2, Position 2 on November 3rd. Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is located at 1100 West Kaiser in Osceola and can be reached at 563-5700. The Sandbar Grill is a family-owned restaurant established in 2007. Sandbar Grill features certified Angus steaks, seafood, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Owners Harry and Jeanette Keats are lifelong Osceola residents and welcome everyone with a smile. Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. State Representative Monty Hodges is running for re-election for District 55. Monty is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Monty has worked hard in the state legislature representing District 55 and is asking for your vote on November 3rd. Monty wishes the Osceola Seminoles good luck on the season and let's win a state championship. Let's all help re-elect Monty Hodges for State Representative for District 55. Monty Hodges is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. The Willis Clinic is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. Medical Director Dr. Sharita Willis is wishing the Seminoles a safe and successful season on the field. The Willis Clinic is located at 616 West Lee, and their hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Willis Clinic can be reached at 870-563-2545. The Willis Clinic is serving your total health care needs. The Willis Clinic is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. The Osceola School District is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Superintendent Alfred Hogan and the Osceola School Board wishes all students a great school year. The Osceola School District is committed to preparing all students with an equal opportunity to be successful. The 2020-2021 school year promises to be exciting with reflections of the past, anticipation of the future, and a pure determination to make a difference. The Osceola School District says, Go Seminoles! Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Tyler and his wife Carolyn are lifelong residents of Osceola and alumni of Osceola High School. Tyler is fighting to make a better Osceola. Tyler is running for re-election to the Osceola City Council, and let's support him in making Osceola prouder, stronger, and better. Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan wants to remind everyone to get out and vote on November the 3rd. Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Located at 1460 West Kaiser, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, and they are a member FDIC. You can contact Branch Manager Greg Reese at 870-622-0400. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
Bugmobile of Arkansas, located at 408 South Walnut in Osceola, specializes in pest control and termite control for both residential and commercial properties.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Seminoles Stadium. First conference game of the season tonight between your Osceola Seminoles and the Corning Bobcats. It is senior night here at Seminoles Stadium, and right now what you're seeing is going to be senior night festivities. Our first senior is going to be number 7, Alton Bournes Jr. He's going to be escorted by his parents, Alton Bourne Sr. and Yolanda Bourne. Alton is in his second year of football for the Seminoles. And after graduation, he plans on pursuing a welding degree and becoming an underwater welder. That's a great field to go in, folks, because the welders are very few and far between, and that will be something that's very needed.
Landon has been playing football in Osceola for the past 5 years and planning on attending college.
Our next senior will be Mr. Landry Clayton. Landry has been playing football in Osceola for the past 5 years and plans on attending college, running track, and majoring in physical education so he can pursue his dream of becoming a track coach. He is being escorted tonight by his grandmother, Karen Devers, and his father, Lloyd Clayton.
Jacob has been playing football in Osceola since his Pee Wee days. And for a total of 9 years, he has been escorted by his father, Johnny Wild,
Our third senior
Wesley and Richardson. plans on attending college once he graduates from high school. One more time, let's give it up for Mr. Javion Wiley.
Here's Mr. Javion Wiley. Been playing football in Osceola since he was Pee-wee days, and 9 years total. He's been escorted by his father, Johnny Wiley, and his parents, Wesley and Geneva Richardson. Plans on attending college once he graduates from Osceola High School. Next senior is Nick Vorns. He's been escorted by his parents, Chris and Felicia Vorns. Nick plans after high school joining the military and attending college. This is his second season to play football at Osceola. That is our senior, Mr. Nick Vorns.
Our next senior, Mr. Nick Charles.
Next senior is Mr. Nick Charles.
Nick has been escorted by his mother, Julia
He is being
Griffin,
escorted by his mother, Julia Griffin, and his stepfather, Dwayne Boyce.
He has
He's been playing football for the Knolls for the past 6 seasons.
and
After graduation, he plans on getting his master's degree in computer science to prepare him for a career in software engineering. Another great field to go in. That is our senior, Nick Charles.
Our next senior, Chris Littleton.
And our next senior will be Mr. Chris Littleton.
Chris is being escorted tonight by his mother,
He is being escorted
Ms. Marcetta Turner, and his cousin, Bryce Knoll.
by his mother, Marcella Turner, and his cousin, Bryce Knowles.
Chris plans on attending college and majoring in kinesiology and becoming a basketball coach. He has been a Seminole football player for the past 6 years. Let's give it up one more time for Mr. Chris Littleton.
Chris plans on attending college and majoring in kinesiology and becoming a basketball coach. He's been a 6-year letterman for the Seminoles. That's Chris Littleton. Folks, we talk a lot about Chris Littleton. He's an excellent football player, but he's just as good on the basketball court. He's a big outside shooter for the Seminoles in basketball, and he does great on the offensive
Let's
line.
give it up for all our senior
Folks, that is your
high
seniors.
football players.
That is your seniors here tonight. Not very many. That tells you what you're working with. You got a lot of underclassmen that are playing for the Seminoles. But hey, tonight we play for our seniors. This will be the last time that they'll be having senior night, and we're very blessed to be able to have them here tonight with the senior corps. Folks, what we'll do right now, we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll come back with the pregame as we get ready to play the Corning Bobcats. Seminoles and the Bobcats. First conference game of the season here at Seminole Stadium. We'll take a quick 2-minute timeout, and we'll be back here on the Seminole Nation. Osceola Council Member Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Tyler and his wife Carolyn are lifelong residents of Osceola and alumni of Osceola High School. Tyler is fighting to make a better Osceola. Tyler is running for re-election to the Osceola City Council, and let's support him in making Osceola prouder, stronger, and better. Osceola Council Member Tyler Dunnigan wants to remind everyone to get out and vote on November the 3rd. Osceola Council Member Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Located at 1460 West Kaiser, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, and they are a member FDIC. You can contact Branch Manager Greg Reese at 870-622-0400. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
Bugmobile of Arkansas, located at 408 South Walnut in Osceola, specializes in pest control and termite control for both residential and commercial properties. Owners Oscar and Jade Gonzalez would be happy to come out and give you a free estimate, and you can also contact Bugmobile at 870-563-6811. Bugmobile is a proud sponsor of your Osceola Seminoles and the Seminole Nation. Roller Swift Funeral Home of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Located at 2173 US 61 South, Roller Swift Funeral Home specializes in funeral services and helping families with the costs associated with them. For more information, contact them at 870-563-6578 and speak with David Tucker. Roller Swift Funeral Home, with all our respect.
Osceola City Council member Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. Sandra represents the Osceola City Council, Ward 2, Position 2. Sandra spent 35 years volunteering with the youth in our community and promises to keep fighting for a brighter future for us all. Sandra's motto is Prayers for Our City. Sandra is asking for your vote for re-election for Osceola City Council, Ward 2, Position 2 on November 3rd. Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill. In Osceola, Arkansas, senior night here at Seminoles Stadium. As most of you on the live stream got to see the senior night live, and we want to welcome everybody listening on the Sudbury Radio Sports app. I want to welcome everybody to the broadcast here. Appreciate them listening on the Sudbury Radio Sports app, and everybody watching on the Seminole Nation and the Seminole Nation YouTube page. Folks, as always, let us know where you're listening from. Share our page if you're on Facebook. Please like our page and share it. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe. We appreciate that so much. That's how we can get it out to more and more people. And we appreciate everybody here tonight watching on the Seminole Nation and listening on the Sudbury Radio Sports app. Folks, this week we play the Corning Bobcats. And hey, just real quick, Bobby will join us here in just a minute. We're working on some technical stuff. 2 weeks is what the Seminoles have been off. You know, last game we played was against Blytheville. Fell to the Chickasaws up there on a 1-point game, 25-24. And then we were getting ready to play Gosnell, and the COVID kind of caught us. We had to do some quarantining. We missed the Gosnell game, and then we had the bye week because we played week 0. So it's been 2 weeks since the Seminoles have played. They get back this week, get to practicing, and here we are, conference schedule. And Bobby, we always talk about the 3 points in the season, the non-conference games, your conference games, and your playoffs. Your non-conference games, you get 2 games. Both of them were winnable. You get 2 losses out of them, though. It's all over with now. The conference season starts tonight.
And this is an important football game tonight for the Seminoles. We saw the first football game. A little bit of struggling on offense and seemed to not really have a rhythm and know what the where they wanted to be or what sort of image they wanted to project. And we went to Blytheville and you saw again. And one thing in that first football game, you didn't see any quit in them. You didn't see any give up. We went to Blytheville again. You see a tough, hard-nosed football team that goes in there and should have came out with a win.
Sure.
It's just a few mistakes, and Michael, people seem to forget or I don't know if they're paying attention to the youth of this football team. I mean, it's a very young football team. You got a first-year starter at quarterback in Dontavian Littleton. You got a lot of youth across the board. You're still trying to find that running back, the guy that is the bulwark, the person that's going to carry the load for you from the backfield. So it's just a different football team than last year, and a new coaching staff, a new flow, a new rhythm, and they start looking better. I've seen improvement. We saw improvement from week 1 to week 2, and I think that you'll see more improvement tonight. Tonight's the night to get off on the right foot, get a win, get out of here with a conference victory, and let's move forward in the season.
Bobby, if I give you these final stats from last week at Blytheville had 33 rushes for 135 yards. They were 5 for 16 passing with 2 picks, 205 yards of total offense last week, 205.
Right.
Seminoles, 45 rushes, 163 yards. They were 18 for 35 through the air with 264 yards passing, 427 yards total offense. So you got a team with 205 yards. Osceola had 427. We lose by 1. So you ask yourself, where do we go wrong? Well, the only thing you can actually say is the special teams. Special teams missed every extra point.
Yep.
That we kicked, or the 2-point conversion. Folks, that was the difference in the ball game last week was the special teams. I know they've worked on that, and we'll see what happens here tonight. But Seminoles 0-2 coming in tonight. What we'll do right now is we'll talk about the Corning Bobcats and do our scouting report on Corning. They are coached by Larry Treadway. They are the 3A3, 2-1 on the season. They lost to Cave City in the opening game, 34-2. Then they come back and beat Yellville Summit 40-0 and beat Salem 32-14. Last season, the Corning Bobcats were 2-8 overall, 1-6 in conference, 7th place finish, no playoffs. Last season, Osceola beat Corning at Corning 36-6. On offense, they want to run a run-heavy double-wing offense. They want to pound the football. I mean, I'll give you some stats here to kind of tell you about that. They're led by their senior number 2, Jake Gutierrez, 5'8", 205. Also, their running back, senior, and this guy right here, we'll call his name all night long on the offensive side and the defensive side. That's number 44, Gary Comstock, 6'2", 205. And then also senior running back number 11, Clayton Crosby, 5'9", 175. Last week against Salem, Bobby, 307 yards total offense, 28 passing, 279 rushing. There's your difference in what they want to do. They want to pound the ball as much as they can, but if not, they will pass it if they have to. On defense, they're going to run a multiple. They got good size on the defensive line. They only gave up 195 total yards last week to Salem, 11 through the air, 184 rushing. They will be led again by senior number 44, Gary Comstock, 6'2", 205. He had 12.5 tackles last week, 3 for a loss. Also, number 11, Clayton Crosby, 5'9", 175. He had 5.5 tackles, 1 for loss. And also number 7, Landon Berry, 5'11", 145, had 4.5 tackles, 2 for loss. So, I mean, you see on defense, they scrappy. They want to get to the football. They're going to be good size. The defense is much improved from what we've seen last year, and I'm telling you, they're a lot better football team, especially well coached from Larry Treadway, who came over from Walnut Ridge. Bobby, in my opinion, though, what's going to hurt Corning that they've got to get cleaned up is last week they turned the ball over 4 times, 2 fumbles, 2 interceptions, and they've got a lot of players going both ways. And Osceola's going to have to capitalize on. Hopefully they get a little worn down, and we just keep pounding on them.
And that's what you got to have, Michael. You know, we're going to have depth on them, and that is where Corning is hurt is with their depth. And, you know, you get kids playing both ways. And Osceola plays a lot of kids both ways, but the wear and tear on them late in the ball game, and if you've got the ability to pound on them, you know, that's gonna show up late, and that's probably where you see those turnover numbers.
Let's talk about the Osceola Seminoles. They are coached by Jamie Carter, 3A3 conference, 0-2 on the season. Lost to Cross at 26-20 and Blytheville 25-24. They did not play week 3 due to a COVID problem. That was against Gosnell. We were off last week due to the off week, so it's been 2 weeks since the Seminoles have seen the field. Last season, the Seminoles were 12-2 overall, 7-0 in conference, lost to Harding Academy in the state championship game last year. Offense, the Seminoles want to spread you out. They want to run the spread with the read option emphasis. The quarterback and this offense makes all the difference in the world, and that is number 11, Dontaven Littleton Jr., 6'2", 200. Folks, Dontaven is the real deal. He can beat you with his feet. He can throw the football. He's very, very good when it comes to the quarterback position. Last 2 weeks ago when we played Blytheville, he had 27 rushes for 132 yards, 3 TDs. He was 18 for 35 passing for 264 yards. That tells you how much actually goes through the quarterback for Osceola. Also, we'll watch number 12, Anthony Harris Jr. He is a junior, 6'5", 205. Week 2 against Blytheville, he had 7 catches for 68 yards. They'll play him at wide receiver. They'll play him at tight end. You'll see him a little bit everywhere, and he does go both ways also. Other player on offense we're going to watch is number 4, Jaden Brown. He is a junior, 6', 165. He had 5 catches and 103 yards, 1 touchdown against Blytheville. So you see kind of who they want to spread the ball around to. We're very young, with everybody being juniors and sophomores. We do have some seniors in key positions. The Seminoles are very well coached on offense and will be ready to go here tonight. On defense, we run a 3-4 stack. Gave up 205 yards to Blytheville is all they gave up in that loss. On the defensive line, and the linebackers are going to have to be huge for the Seminoles tonight due to the rush offense that Corning's going to try to run here tonight. They're going to try to pound the ball on you. So you got to have big games from number 52, Chris Littleton. He's a senior, 6'1", 210. You're going to need big game from Kamarian Brooks, number 54. He's a junior, 6'2", 200. And also sophomore, number 15, Skylar Young, 5'9", 160. And that's just to name a few of the Seminoles who's going to have to step up on defense for the Seminoles here tonight. My keys tonight for Osceola, Bobby, the offense has got to get started early and often. I mean, in the last 2 games, the only 2 games we've played, the Seminoles have not scored a touchdown in the first half. Everything's been after halftime. So we've got to get started early. They need to open up the offense early and get it to rolling, and we've got to have our special teams rolling here tonight. Special teams has got to be better.
And that's right, Michael. You know, the biggest thing to me is the elimination of the of the pre-snap penalties, and we've seen that really shoot Osceola in the foot the last couple of games, before we had the issue with COVID and the open date. So you would think that the limited practice time that Coach Carter has, he's gone after these kids and said we've got to eliminate those penalties and move forward there. The key to me is their offense runs through Dontaven Littleton and the defense runs through Chris Littleton, it seems. So those two kids give you opportunities on both sides of the football, and how they go, the Seminoles go.
Exactly right. Hey, while we got just a minute here, we got about 4 minutes before this game gets started. We want to thank our sponsors. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas. They are the premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation, and we want to thank them so much for being the premier sponsor 2 years in a row for the Seminole Nation. Mr. Greg Reese and Taylor Lucius, appreciate y'all so much down there. Also, support sponsors, Bugmobile of Arkansas, Oscar Gonzalez, Jade, and Jacob. Appreciate y'all so much for your support. Roller Swift Funeral Home, Mr. David Tucker, thank you so much for your sponsorship. Sandbar Grill, Harry and Jeanette Keats, thank you so much for your sponsorship. Sandra Brand for City Council, Ward 2, Position 2. I want to thank Miss Sandra for her sponsorship, and she is a huge Osceola Seminole fan. Also, Tyler Dunnigan for City Council, Ward 3, Position 2. Thank you so much, Tyler, for your continued support of the Osceola Seminoles. The Osceola School District, Mr. Alfred Hogan, Superintendent, and the Osceola School Board. They want to say go Seminoles. Thank you so much. The Huddle House, Mr. Michael Henderson out there at the Huddle House does a great job, great breakfast, great food. Thank you so much for your sponsorship, Huddle House. Mr. Monty Hodges, re-elect Monty Hodges for State Representative District 55. Monty is a big, big supporter of the Osceola Seminoles, and we appreciate him so much. Good luck in your re-election campaign for Mr. Monty Hodges. And the Willis Clinic, Dr. Sharita Willis, Medical Director. She is a big Seminole fan, and she wants to say go Seminoles. Thank you, Miss Sharita Willis and the Willis Clinic for your support. And Bobby, the Seminoles are on the field. Folks, we'll try to keep you up to date. I don't know if anybody's heard, but Belival has supposed to play Junction City tonight, and Junction City called and said they had a problem with a COVID case, and they're not coming. So Belival's going to have an off night tonight, so we'll try to keep you up with a lot of the stuff going on around the conference and around the region, and we'll see what happens. And they're going to try the onside kick, and it's going to be hit by a Corning player, so that's going to knock that dead. And Osceola should get it wherever the ball touched the Corning player, way up in great field position about the 48-yard line, Bobby.
Yeah, they'll get it right there at that spot where it hit the Corning player, and you're starting off on offense in Corning territory.
And Corning comes in here and says, "I ain't got nothing to lose. We ain't got nothing to lose. We'll go in there and we'll kick the onside kick, and if we get it, we get it. If we don't, we're going to put our defense on the field, but we're going to play loose tonight." And that's something that you'll probably see all night long from Corning. Seminoles come to the line of scrimmage, spread formation, one wide receiver to the near side, two to the far side, shotgun. Quarterback is Dontaven Littleton. Got one man comes in motion. There's a snap. You got two men that run into each other. Jonathan Stovall, who's going to get the carry. He's going to lose back to the 49-yard line. 3-yard loss for Osceola.
I don't understand why that's just a miscommunication. Somebody's not on the right page there.
Seminoles going to look to the sideline. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to throw this time. He throws out, and it's incomplete, intended for number 5, Landry Clayton. And it's going to be a third down, third and long for Osceola, and everything right now is going Corning's way, and that's what they wanted.
Yeah, that ball's got to be caught there. Landry's got some room out there to gain some good positive yardage. He's got to look the football in. He didn't watch it all the way into his hands, and you just can't afford to do that.
Shotgun formation for the Seminoles. Third down, third and about 13. Ball sitting on the 49-yard line of Osceola. And there is a snap. Quarterback's going to roll to his right. He's still rolling. They're going to have him for a loss all the way back to the 46-yard line, or 44-yard line. That's going to be a sack, and Seminoles going to have to punt. That's a bad offensive possession for the Seminoles on the front end, and we're going to have to punt.
That's not a good possession to start the football game. You're still having your offensive woes, and They've got to put themselves in a better position. They've got to just eliminate the mistakes. It's nothing but mistakes that Osceola is making offensively.
Anthony Harris Jr. is in punt formation. There is a snap. It's going to be a high end-over-end kick, and it's going to hit at it's going to get a great Seminole bounce across the 15. It's going to roll down to about the 12-yard line. But we'll get to the 11-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Corning Bobcats, right about the 11-yard line of Corning.
Now you got to have your defense come out, and it's an excellent punt there, and you've got them back beyond the 20 at the 12-yard line. Good starting point for the Seminole defense. You just got to come out here now and play good, sound, solid defense, hard-nosed football, and get the football back for your offense. Try to get a rhythm. 10:04
left in the first quarter. 0-0 is your score. Gutierrez is going to be your running back. Is the quarterback. Comstock's your running back. They're going to give it to the wingman. It's going to be hit the line of scrimmage. He's going to go up to about the 14-yard line. Gain of 2. That'll be 2nd and 8 for Corning.
See no Ennis in there, and Don Taven and Littleton and A.J. Harris on the tackle. Good stop by the Seminoles. You give up a couple on first down. That's what you're going to see out of Corning mostly. I think you're going to see them try to power between the tackles. It was a good start for the Seminole defense.
Ball sent at the 14-yard line of Corning. They're going to have one wide receiver to the near side. Double wing formation. Quarterback's under center. One man goes into motion. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's right up the middle. Going to go across the 20 to about the 21-yard line. Going to bring up a 3rd down. 3rd and about 1 for the Corning Bobcats.
It was a good run there by Gutierrez. He just kind of picked his way through the line, just found a little hole to get through, and just a design quarterback run, just quarterback power. That's all the rage today in high school and college football. You get a quarterback that can run the football, and you get that extra blocker on someone and use them as a battering ram.
One wide receiver to the near side, double wing formation. Everything's in tight. Quarterback is under center. There's a snap. Going to give it to the dive man. That's Comstock. He's dragging them feet. He's across the 23 to the 20, close to about the 23.5-yard line. That'll be enough for a 1st down. Should be a 1st and 10 for the Corning Bobcats.
Just a quick power to the fullback. Quick handoff. It kind of takes you back to the old option days, the triple option. You'd see that fullback get that quick handoff to get into the line and pick up a couple of yards to get a 1st down.
1st and 10 for the Bobcats. Ball sitting at the 24-yard line of Corning. Once again, the two backs in the backfield this time. There's a snap. They're going to give it to Comstock. He's going to be hit. Boy, hit right at the line of scrimmage by number 11, Don Taven Littleton. And, son, that's the way you feel the hole, Bobby.
That's a good job by Don Taven. He came downhill with bad intentions and laid a really good lick on Comstock. That's a good defensive play, good solid form tackle. You can tell that Don Taven's been coached well in form tackle. He's got his head up. He's seeing what he hits. It's an excellent defensive play by Don Taven Littleton.
No gain for the Bobcats. Be 2nd and 10. Ball still sitting at the 24-yard line of Corning. Double wing formation this time. Quarterback is under center. There's a snap. Going to give it to the. Going to be a double handoff, but this time they're going to have him way in the backfield this time. Big loss. Number 88 for Osceola. Nick Vorns was the first one there, Bobby.
Yeah, Nick Vorns, Javion Wiley, Don Taven Littleton. You can see Osceola selling out to stop the run. And they've read the scouting report. Coach Carter's well prepared on the defensive side of the football. They're going to say, Gutierrez, you've got to beat us with your arm. Now, you're going to have to throw the football. We're not going to let you run it on us.
Ball's back to the 17-yard line. Be 3rd down. 3rd and about 15 is what you're looking at, and you might see the first pass of the game here. Got one wide receiver to the near side. Double wing formation one more time for the Corning Bobcats. One man goes into motion. They're going to give it to Comstock. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. He's going to get positive yards up to about the 23-yard line. That's going to bring up a 4th down, 4th and 11 for Corning.
It's just, again, that quick handoff, and all they're trying to do right there is create a little space for their punter. Nothing fancy, taking no chances on this end of the football field. Osceola has a chance to get the football back. Good defensive stand. They gave up one 1st down, but they shut it down after that. So let's get their offense back on, get the offense back on the field and see if we can get some rhythm.
Punt formation for the Bobcats. There is a snap. And he's going to fumble the snap, and they're going to get him for a loss all the way back to the 10-yard line, thrown down by Anthony Harris Jr., and that is a huge turnover, Bobby, for the Seminoles.
That is a football play by Anthony Harris Jr. The snap was bobbled by the punter, and it was over. This is what you need. Now your offense can get fired up. You got some confidence. You got some positive energy flowing in the football game, and you got to capitalize right here. You cannot let this one go without getting 6.
Exactly right. First big turnover there for Osceola. Now we're deep in corny territory. Ball sitting at about the 13-yard line. Be 1st and 10 for the Seminoles. 6:13 left in the opening quarter, no score. Shotgun formation. Littleton is your quarterback. And there is a snap. He's going to give it to the running back. He's across the 10. Still fighting for yards down to about the 6-yard line. That is number 8, Jonathan Stovall, and it's going to bring up just a little bit short yards to get the first.
Good strong run there by Jonathan Stovall. We've talked about him, trying to use Stovall as the go-to back, and the first week we saw him a little timid in the hole, and he's running strong since that time.
Seminoles are right back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to give it to Stovall one more time. He's hit, and looks to be no gain. So it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and about 2 at the 6-yard line.
I think Don Taven's just got to ride that handoff a little longer. He didn't give the end a chance to commit. I think he handed the ball a little bit quick, saw an opening there, and thought Jonathan could get into the end zone. But if Don Taven rides that a little more, makes the defensive end commit, you get an opening there for one or the other.
There is a snap. They're going to give it to the running back. He's across the 5 all the way down to the 1. That's number 1, Tony Williams. And it'll be 1st and goal for the Seminoles at the 1.
And that's what you saw right there, Michael. You saw Don Taven ride that handoff just a little bit longer, and he let that end commit. Once that end committed to him, he handed the ball to Tony, and you get really close to the end zone. You get a 1st down, 1st and goal at the 1. You got 4 downs to put this thing get into pay dirt.
Hey, no mistakes here. It's very, very big that we get off that hump of not getting in the end zone in the first half. Quarterback's going to be under center. That's Don Taven Littleton. There's a snap. He's trying to get in. He's going to walk in for a Seminole touchdown. 4:34 left in the first quarter. 6-0 Osceola, Don Taven Littleton.
It's a good play there, just a quarterback sneak and get Don Taven's long frame into the end zone. Blocked up really well by that offensive line. They did a good job of getting some push. And that's what you do. You capitalize on the other team's mistakes, get positive energy flowing, get some confidence. And the Seminoles are off on a good start.
23, Logan Slayton is going to attempt the extra point. There's a snap. Hold is down. The kick is up, and it is good. 4:32 left in the first quarter. Osceola 7, Corning 0. Take a timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute.
First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Located at 1460 West Kaiser, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, and they are a member FDIC. You can contact branch manager Greg Reese at 870-622-0400. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
Roller Swift Funeral Home of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Located at 2173 US 61 South, Roller Swift Funeral Home specializes in funeral services and helping families with the costs associated with them. For more information, contact them at 870-563-6578 and speak with David Tucker. Roller Swift Funeral Home, with all our respect.
Down run by Don Taven Littleton. Logan Slayton's extra point was good. 4:32 left in the first quarter. 7-0 Osceola, Bobby.
Good start there. Good start. You get a defensive. You had a little rocky start on offense, but you have a defensive stand, get the football back deep in their territory, and put it home. That's an excellent job by the Seminoles.
Slayton's going to kick off for Osceola. It's a line drive kick. It's going to hit about the 15. Going to be picked up at 10. 15, 20, and there is a lane he's trying to get through. Going to get to the outside to about the 30-yard line, and he's going to be tackled right there. That's number 8, Landon Lucas, on the return for Corning.
Good job there, special teams by the Seminoles. You saw number 33, Terrence Marshall, in on a tackle. Number 6, Nick Charles. Good stop on the return there. And get your defense back on the field. Your defense was hot in the last series, and see if they can keep it up.
2 wide receivers to the far side, too. Now we got a little spread now, Bobby. A little spread for the Corning
Open it up.
Bobcats. Shotgun formation. Quarterback is in the shotgun, and he's going to keep the football. Gets a little lane. He's across the 35 up to about the 37-yard line. Be a 7-yard gain. He's going to bring up 2nd and 3 for the Corning Bobcats.
You know, Michael, that Corning Bobcat offensive line is not small. It's not a small bunch of young men, and they blocked that one up really well. But you see the defensive ends crashing for Osceola and the committing to the running back, and the quarterback just does a good job on the read, pulls it and gets up in the middle of the line and gains 7 yards.
Spread formation one more time. 2nd and 3 for the Bobcats. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it again. He gets a little crease, gets up to about the 39-yard line. That's a 2-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Corning Bobcats.
And again, they blocked that thing up real well. Number 64, Ethan Jordan, and number 70, Grady Pennington. Those guys are getting some push there and doing a good job. I'm sorry, it's number 71, Kent Young. I apologize.
3rd and 1 for the Corning Bobcats. 3:21 left in the first. 7-0 Osceola. Double wing formation this time. They're going to go back under center. I'm sitting in the house, Bobby, if it's me. There's a snap. They're going to give it to number 8. Oh, there he is.
Big
number
man.
52, our senior, Bobby. Chris Littleton in the backfield, and he wasn't going nowhere.
Chris is just a nightmare to block. He's so quick. He's got a quick twitch. He's a very strong young man. And just like I said, that defense runs through Chris Littleton. If he's getting push up front and he's being disruptive and getting into the backfield of the opposing team, they're going to have a hard time moving the football all night. It was a good job by Chris Littleton. That's a big play as a senior.
4th down and 5. Watch for the hard count here. They're going to go for it. Double wing. Don't jump, Seminoles. Hang on. There it is. There's a
That's
timeout.
what you're looking for.
We'll take a timeout with them. You're listening to Osceola Seminole Football on the Sudbury Radio Sports app. We're back in 30 seconds.
Bugmobile of Arkansas, located at 408 South Walnut in Osceola, specializes in pest control and termite control for both residential and commercial properties. Owners Oscar and Jade Gonzalez would be happy to come out and give you a free estimate, and you can also contact Bugmobile at 870-563-6811. Bugmobile is a proud sponsor of your Osceola Seminoles and the Seminole Nation.
And we are back here at Seminole Stadium. It is senior night on the campus of Osceola High School. 2:24 left in the first quarter. Osceola leads 7-0. Corning's got a 4th and 5. Bobby, do you think we'll see the punt team here?
I would venture to say you're going to see a punt out of Corning right here. This would be a dangerous spot to go for it. But I'm going to tell you, Michael, I don't. Oh, there he's backing up now. I was beginning to say nobody's going deep to punt, but here we are.
Here comes the quarterback in too. I mean, they're going. Let's see if they block it up real well and try something, or if they punt it off.
It looks like Osceola's got the rush on. Oh, they hold up there.
Hey, he kick a ball. I mean, he should go get that. There ain't nobody within. It's going to go out of bounds at about the 33.5-yard line. So Osceola have decent field position there. So good stop on defense for Osceola.
Good job defensively by Osceola, and you know, they keep that pressure up. We knew this though, Michael. We talked about it after the interview with Coach Carter at the beginning of the year, and you knew that defensively you were going to see a sound, fundamental, high-quality defensive football team based on Coach Carter's background, and anybody that plays football for the University of Alabama and comes away from that and gets into the coaching ranks the way Coach Carter did, he's got an understanding of defense and knows how to run an effective one.
Seminoles come to the line of scrimmage. Ball's marked right at the 34-yard line. Spread formation. There's the snap. Quarterback's going to run this time. He's across the 35 up to about the 36-yard line. Be about a 1.5, we'll call it 2-yard gain. Be 2nd and 8 for Osceola.
Michael, and we see the desire by Coach Carter to control the football game using the run. But I just question the ability. Corning is playing almost 15 yards off of the receivers. I think it's time to look to throw. There it is.
And there's the catch by number 4. He's across the 50. It's a foot race, folks. That's a 35-30. Bobby, you caught it. You caught him. You got him to do it. He's across the goal line. Jaden Brown, touchdown Seminoles. That is 64 yards for the Seminoles.
I just happened to look down there, and you got number 10 from Corning, John Swint, who's a sophomore, and he's literally 12 to 15 yards off of the line of scrimmage. And you know the Seminoles' speed. You know Jaden Brown can run. We've seen it this year. Jaden's caught the ball. He's caught some deep balls. You know, it was just wide open. It was too good to pass up. Don Taven on time and on target. You just can't ask for a much better executed play.
23, Logan Slayton's going to attempt the extra point. Torian Bell Jr. is your holder. Snap is there. The kick is up. It's a moonshot, but it's good. 1:42 left in the first quarter. Osceola 14, Corning 0. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is located at 1100 West Kaiser in Osceola and can be reached at 563-5700. The Sandbar Grill is a family-owned restaurant established in 2007. Sandbar Grill features certified Angus steaks, seafood, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Owners Harry and Jeanette Keats are lifelong Osceola residents and welcome everyone with a smile. Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. Osceola City Council member Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. Sandra represents the Osceola City Council, Ward 2, Position 2. Sandra spent 35 years volunteering with the youth in our community and promises to keep fighting for a brighter future for us all. Sandra's motto is Prayers for Our City. Sandra is asking for your vote for re-election for Osceola City Council Ward 2 Position 2 on November 3rd. Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation.
And welcome back, Seminole fans. High end over end kick. It's going to be taken in. What's going to go through his legs? Did he touch it? That's going to be the thing. He's going to pick it up at the 2-yard line, and he ain't going nowhere.
No,
going to get back to maybe the 5-yard line. That's number 1, Nakota Amaker on the return for Corning.
That was ill-advised by Mr. Amaker there. He should have probably gotten away from that one and see if it roll into the end zone.
Bobby, deep in this end of the field here, they've got them pushed back. Seminoles need to have a 3 and out and make them pump from here. We'll flip the field on them and get a chance to put this ball in the end zone again.
You know, and I'll tell you one thing that I've noticed from Coach Carter in this defense. He's not afraid to be aggressive. He's going to come out here and he's going to be aggressive on this defensive series and try to keep them pinned.
Quarterback's under center, offset double wing in the backfield. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to give it to Comstock. He's trying to drive them legs, but there's no gain, nowhere to go. Great job there by the left side of the line. 2nd and 10 for Corning.
And again, Michael, we talked about this in the last series that Coach Carter is going to tell Corning, you've got to beat me with your quarterback. You got to beat me with Mr. Gutierrez's arm. And you had 10 men in the box on that play. There were 10 purple shirts inside the box before the football was snapped.
1:09 left in the first quarter, 14-0. Osceola leading. Corning's got the ball 2nd and 10 from the 10-yard line. Quarterback's under center, double wing formation. Got 2 men in motion at the same time. I don't know how that's not a penalty. They're going to give it to the quarterback's going to look to throw. Jaden Brown's. Oh, he had it underneath. Great job there by number 4, Jaden Brown, on the coverage. And if he just turned that head a little sooner, Bobby, he probably would have caught it.
And what you saw there, number 5, Jordan Grubb for Corning became a defender, and he got his hands in there. Jaden had his hands on the football, but Jordan Grubb does a really good job of turning into a defender and keeping him from catching the football. It's an ill-advised pass. Jaden was in his pocket the whole way. It had really good coverage. And, you know, Michael, that's, again, testament to the way this defense is coached and testament to Coach Carter's prowess on defense. You know, they've been running the football. They come out and play action, and you've got it covered up, and that's just great defensive football.
3rd down, 3rd and 10. Big down here for the Seminole defense. Quarterback's under center, double wing formation. One man goes into motion. There's a snap. Like the ball, couldn't get the handoff off, so the quarterback just kept it, and he's going to get no gain. Be 4th and 10 from the. Well, wait a minute. It's going to be 4th down and about 11, Bobby, from the 5.
I couldn't really see what happened there. It looked like there was a little bit of trouble at the mesh point, and Gutierrez does a good job of making sure he gets his hands back on the football, and and doesn't give it up to the Seminoles deep into their own territory.
I think they're going to try to let this clock run out, and they can do that. There's 15 seconds on the clock. There's 18 seconds on the play clock. So I think they're going to let this clock hit
Go to
zero.
quarter.
We're going to be the end of the first quarter with your score. Osceola 14, Corning 0. We'll take a timeout, let our sponsors get a word in. We'll be back in 1 minute.
The Osceola School District is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Superintendent Alfred Hogan and the Osceola School Board wishes all students a great school year. The Osceola School District is committed to preparing all students with an equal opportunity to be successful. The 2020-2021 school year promises to be exciting with reflections of the past, anticipation of the future, and a pure determination to make a difference. The Osceola School District says, Go Seminoles!
Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Tyler and his wife Carolyn are lifelong residents of Osceola and alumni of Osceola High School. Tyler is fighting to make a better Osceola. Tyler is running for re-election to the Osceola City Council, and let's support him in making Osceola prouder, stronger, and better. Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan wants to remind everyone to get out and vote on November the 3rd. Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
And welcome back, Seminole fans, to Seminole Stadium. We get ready to start the second quarter. Osceola leading 14-0. It'll be fourth down. 4th and 10 for the Corning Bobcats, and they may go for it here. We'll just say, no, they're in punt formation. Comstock is your punter. There is a snap. He gets it off. It's just a high moonshot. Seminoles should just get out of the way. Don't let it hit nobody. Get out of the way.
Oh, my.
Seminoles pick it up. He's trying to pick it up. I don't know if he ended up getting it or not. And I think the Seminoles do fall on it. That's number 4, Jaden Brown. And Bobby, the Seminoles going to have the ball at the 1 yard line. But that is dangerous.
That was about a 10-yard punt. And what Jaden did may kind of be dangerous, but I got to tell you, it's risk reward there. The risk was not as near as great as the reward. Even if Jaden puts it on the ground back there, it's they're still pinned deep in their own territory.
I know that is dangerous. When you get that field position, it's tough to go in there and take a risk of maybe fumbling that football and giving it back to them, giving them a little life. But nevertheless, it worked out for us. We ain't got to worry about it. And Seminoles will have it 1st and 10 at the 1. I'm sorry, 1st and goal at the 1.
1st and goal at the 1.
And let's see if this is Don Taven time here. Quarterback is in the shotgun spread formation. There's a snap. I'll give it to number 1, Tony Williams. He's leaping out. He's got it. Touchdown, Seminoles. Tony Williams.
Good job there by the Seminoles. Block it up well and get it in the end zone. You got to make them pay for those mistakes.
Logan Slayton is going to attempt the extra point. Number 9, that's Torian Bell Jr. is the holder. There's the snap. The hold is down. Kick is up, and it's blocked. Blocked, so it's no good. 11:45 left in the second. Osceola 20, Corning 0. We'll take a timeout. Let our sponsors get a word in. We're back in 30 seconds.
Huddle House of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Huddle House has been serving up fresh and hot home-style meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for more than 60 years. Huddle House is the host of family and friends brought together by good food, cooked to order, and served from the heart. Go by and see store manager Michael Henderson at 4563 West Kaiser in Osceola, or contact him at 870-563-6099. Huddle House of Osceola is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
In the second quarter, Bobby, and turnovers. I talked about it in the pregame. They turned the ball over 4 times against Salem last week, and we knew they had to clean that up. Right now, it's hurting them.
And, it's not the traditional turnover, an interception or a fumble, but but they're getting pushed back and giving the ball up on downs. And,
Right.
it's just they're doing that deep in their own territory. They get the punt off. It's not that bad, but the punting game of the Corning Bobcats is in some need of work. It's they're having problems with the Seminole front defensively, and you got to know as aggressive as Coach Carter is, he's seen that, and he's going to continue to bring pressure on the punts.
Logan Slayton is going to kick for Osceola. He approaches the ball. He kicks a line drive kick. It's going to be taken at the 20, across the 25, looking for a hole, coming to the outside at the 30, to the 35, and he's going to go down to about the 37. Let's see where he actually marks it at there. I think he's going to mark it at the 38-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Corning Bobcats at the 38.
Now, Michael, you're watching small-town high school football when your quarterback is returning kicks.
He's doing a little bit of everything. I mean, they got a bunch of kids that go both ways, Bobby. And
he's a football player,
and
too.
You're right. Your quarterback is returning kicks. 44, Mr. Comstock, he's on defense. He's on offense. I tell you what, they go both ways in a lot of players. Let's see here. Double wing formation for the Corning Bobcats. Quarterback is under center. Comstock is your running back. One man comes into motion. They're going to give it to Comstock. He crossed the 40 up to about the 42-yard line. That'd be about a 4-yard gain. Be 2nd and 6 for Corning.
You know, Michael, there's been very few highlights tonight for the Corning offense, but I got to tell you, Jay Gutierrez is a really good ball handler at that quarterback position. He carries his fakes out really well. His footwork is excellent, and those quick handoffs to Comstock, and Comstock's not a small young man. You know, those things are effective. 4 yards on first down is what you're looking for. And,
that's all you need.
They can continue that. They can make some noise.
Quarterback once again is under center. There is a snap. They're going to give it to number 1. He's got a hole. He's across the 45 to about right at the 45-yard line is where he's going to go down at. That's number 1, Dakota Amaker. Going to bring up a 3rd down, 3rd and about 3 for Corning.
You know, we saw that play right there out of Gosnell for years and years. Saw it a lot out of Rivercrest, that double wing and that pitch that gets a good start for the running back, and everything's is a wash block and get everything down so they can cut back up the field. Nick Charles does a good job on the tackle, but again, you give up another 3 or 4 yards, and this is how you build a drive.
3rd down, 3rd and 3 for the Bobcats. Quarterback is under center. There's a snap. I'll give it to number 1 more time, and he's going to have positive yards up to. It's close to the 1st down. We'll just have to see where they mark it at.
It's going to depend on the spot.
If he gets to the 48, it's a 1st, but that's in between them.
That's going to be about a yard short.
Yeah, I think it is too, but they're going to measure it. They're going to measure it, so we got a timeout for a measurement. I don't think it matters. 4th down, they're going to go for it.
Yeah, it's not. I respect the officials' desire to measure it, but you can see it from where we're sitting. It's short.
While they're coming in with the chains, we want to thank all of our sponsors that are sponsoring the Seminole Nation. Thank you so much for your sponsorship. We want to thank everybody listening on the Seminole Nation Facebook page, on the Seminole Nation Facebook page and YouTube page. Stretch it out here. Yep, and they're short. Exactly what the best color commentary analyst in the state of Arkansas said, Mr. Bobby Eflin. Tell you, short by 1. He's got good eyes. He says, I need some eyes.
You're opening that door. We talk about about the need for some glasses up here.
It's going to bring up 4th and 1. Seminoles going to have to watch the ball here, and they need some penetration in the backfield is what they need. Quarterback is under center. And there's a snap. They're going to give it to big 44, and he's going to get it up to about the 50-yard line. About a 2-yard gain. Going to be 1st and 10 for the Corning Bobcats.
And he gets stood up right there at the point of attack by A.J. Harris, but I got to tell you, Mr. Comstock's a large, strong individual, and he's going to get that yard. It was blocked up well by the Corning offensive line. That's how you want it executed.
1st and 10 for the Bobcats. Ball sitting at the 50-yard line. 9:34 left in the 2nd quarter. 20-0 is your score. Osceola leading. They come to the line of scrimmage. You got 1 wide receiver to the near side. Quarterback Gutierrez is under the center with a double wing formation. And there's a snap. We'll give it to number 1. He's trying to find a hold. He gets across the 50, up to about the 46-yard line. That's a 4-yard gain. Be 2nd and 6 for the Bobcats.
That's Amaker again, and he does a really good job sniffing out that hole. He gets wide, and when he gets north and south on the football field, he does it with some speed and some power. So that's a good job.
Osceola is going to take a timeout. Coach Carter wants to talk to his defense. We'll take a timeout with him. We're going to be back in 30 seconds.
State Representative Monty Hodges is running for re-election for District 55. Monty is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Monty has worked hard in the state legislature representing District 55 and is asking for your vote on November 3rd. Monty wishes the Osceola Seminoles good luck on the season, and let's win a state championship. Let's all help re-elect Monty Hodges for state representative for District 55. Monty Hodges is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
And we are back here at Seminole Stadium. Second quarter action, 8:57 left in the quarter. Seminoles lead 20-0. And Bobby, Coach Carter wanted to take a timeout and talk to his defense there.
And I think what he's doing there is he's talking about eye discipline and talking about gap control. Corning has found something with this double wing, and they're having success right now running the football. And you're up by 20, but even though as a head coach, you don't want to see your team giving up yardage. Not at this point in the football game.
2nd and 6 for the Bobcats. Quarterback's under center. There is a snap. They're going to give it to Gutierrez, but they've got him bottled up for a loss, at least a 1-yard loss, back to the 47. It's going to bring up a 3rd down, 3rd and 7 for Corning.
He got it handed off to Gutierrez, or he got it handed off to Comstock, but I got to tell you, it looked like Chris Littleton was in the backfield to take the handoff for him.
Sometimes you just need a little motivation, don't you?
Yeah, sometimes you just need a little push.
I think that's what they got in that timeout, was just a little motivation.
Mm-hmm. And they're doing a good job up front. Javion has been in the backfield several times. The defense is doing a really good job. Terrence Marshall's in there right now. We talked about him on the last few games. The defense is playing well.
And there is a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's got 2 men to throw it to, and it's picked. Oh, no, he dropped it. Oh, me. I thought Jaden Brown was going to pick it, and that time Jaden Brown was covering 2 men, Bobby.
Yeah, there's a little bust in the coverage there on the backside. I think that maybe Noah Ennis missed a man or got a little bit confused, or Jaden, one of the two of them was a little bit confused. But the play design, it was a good play design by Corning. You had a little cross out there and a little play action. It looks like a quarterback run, and Gutierrez is lucky that he didn't deliver a good ball. If he delivered the ball on time, I think Jaden would have taken that thing for a pick 6. But again, you see the Seminole defense standing tall and playing well, and they're playing some disciplined defensive football.
4th down, 4th and 7 for the Corning Bobcats here. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Quarterback's in the shotgun, 2 running backs to his right and left. One man going to come into motion. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to roll. Still looking to roll. He just throws it. He's got a man wide open. And, folks, that is going to be a touchdown. Number 5, Jordan Grubb, and the Corning Bobcats are on the board.
Same play, Michael. Same play. They did a little cross up route there, cross underneath, and it's almost like a pick play. And Jaden got left on the island again. He goes after the up receiver, and I got to tell you, Jake Gutierrez delivers the football, and he delivered it well. I mean, it was dead on target, and Grubbs just walks in the end zone.
See what the Corning Bobcats look to do here. It looks like they're going to go for 2.
You brag on a defense, and then they pull that.
Yeah, that's true. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to roll to his right. He's got men wide open. He just overthrows him. 2-point conversion is no good. 7:17 left in the second. Osceola 20. Corning 6. Take a timeout. Let the sponsors get a word in. Back in 1 minute.
The Willis Clinic is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. Medical Director Dr. Sharita Willis is wishing the Seminoles a safe and successful season on the field. The Willis Clinic is located at 616 West Lee, and their hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Willis Clinic can be reached at 870-563-2545. The Willis Clinic is serving your total healthcare needs. The Willis Clinic is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Located at 1460 West Kaiser, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, and they are a member FDIC. You can contact branch manager Greg Reese at 870-622-0400. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
And Rocky Flores is going to attempt the onside kick. Osceola is going to jump on it. That's number 6, Nick Charles. Good job there. And the Seminoles will have great field position as we start our possession.
Yeah, what you'd like to see here, Mike. And of course, you like the big plays and you like the flashy stuff. But I think what you'd like to see here, if you're Coach Carter, is a good long sustained drive and get the ball in the end zone, and then be back up by 3 scores going into halftime. 7:14 to go in the second quarter. Then that may be the. We talked a lot last year about Coach Hooks and his aggressiveness offensively. This is that point in the football game where he's taking a shot deep right off the bat.
No doubt, he takes that personal,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll see if they do the same thing here. 2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Shotgun formation for the quarterback, Don Taven Littleton. And there is a snap. Quarterback's going to have it. He's across the 50, across the 45. He's got a block, and he's down to the 35, 34-yard line. Good run there by number 1, Tony Williams.
Good solid run. That was really blocked up well, and now I think we're going to see some tempo.
Seminoles are right back to the line of scrimmage. There's a snap. Going to give it to him again. He makes a good stop. Looking across the 30. Going to drag a man down to the 26-yard line. That's an 8-yard gain. Be 2nd and 2 for Osceola. And right now it's the Tony Williams show.
That undershirt's going to have to be replaced there. That thing was stretched out about 10 yards there by that defender, and Tony just didn't stop. Good, strong legs.
Shotgun formation one more time. There is a snap. They're going to give it to Tony one more time. He is hit it at about they're going to say it was no gain. I thought he got a positive yard there, but they're going to say no gain. It's going to be 3rd and 2 for Osceola.
I think if Tony had kept going to the outside right there, he had some room to run. He wanted to cut the football back in the middle of the field. But you're right. It was the Tony Williams show there for just a minute. Give him a breather.
Jonathan Stovall checks in at running back for Tony. It's going to be a 3rd down, 3rd and 2. Ball sent at the about the 26-yard line of of Corning, I'm sorry.
Let's see what Coach Teague dials up here.
And there's a snap. Don Taven Littleton's going to take it. He's across the 20, across the 15, trying to get outside. He drops the ball, picks it up, and then going to rumble into the end zone for a 26-yard touchdown run. Mercy, Don Taven.
It looked like he forgot what sport he was playing. He's going to play basketball for a little while and dribble. That's a good – and Don Taven, that set up so well there. You run the football on the inside zone on 3 separate occasions, 3 times in a row. You come back and you see the ends crash, and Don Taven pulls it and takes off. Good read by Don Taven Littleton. It's the way the offense is supposed to run. Good score by the Seminoles.
Logan Slayton will attempt the extra point for the Seminoles. There is a snap. The hold is down. Kick is low, but it got through. It's good. 5:40 left in the second.
Man, it got through by the skin of its teeth.
Osceola 27, Corning 6. Take a timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Roller Swift Funeral Home of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Located at 2173 US 61 South, Roller Swift Funeral Home specializes in funeral services and helping families with the costs associated with them. For more information, contact them at 870-563-6578 and speak with David Tucker. Roller Swift Funeral Home, with all our respect.
And we are back here at Seminole Stadium. 26-yard touchdown run by Don Taven Littleton. Logan Slayton's extra point was good. Seminoles lead 27-6. 5:40 left in the second quarter. Slayton is going to kick for the Seminoles, Bobby.
Just need to keep the pressure on here defensively, and you don't want to let them get any rhythm offensively. They found it a little on the last possession, and it's not the case where you just want to really beat somebody in the ground, but you don't want to let them get anything going.
It's a kick. It's going to hit about the 30, go to the 26, picked up about the 24-yard line. He's across the 30. Going to step out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. I'm sorry, 34-yard line. Corning will have it first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Glasses. They'll help you.
When you see it at 30, you're thinking, man, that's right there before the 30, but it's after the 30. So
yeah, that's way after. That's 4 yards after the 30.
It's all good in the neighborhood, Bobby.
Man, you just
Some
can't knock
neighborhood.
it. It's a great night for football, man. It feels good out here, and it is perfect weather. It's just a great night to watch Seminoles play football in Osceola, Arkansas.
Just happy to be playing. There's a lot of teams in the state right now that are not playing tonight due to COVID. We send out prayers to all them teams that are going through that, and we also send out prayers to all the families and everybody who's going through that right now. We pray that everything turns out good for them. Here's a snap. They're going to give it to Comstock. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, but he's going to go forward up to about the 36-yard line. That's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8 for Corning.
Look like Nick Vaughn's in there on the stop along with Kamari and Brooks. It's a good job there by the Seminole defense. Michael, we wondered, we talked about Terrence Marshall, who came as a freshman last year when he stepped up and made some really, really nice defensive plays for Coach Hooks. And you see him out there now in a much more pronounced role than we saw the first 2 weeks. We kind of wondered where he was. But Terrence has played almost the whole ball game at that defensive tackle spot and seems to be doing a really good job.
Yes, he is. Stepped up in a big way for the Osceola Seminoles. 2 wide receivers to the far side, shotgun formation. This time, one man comes into motion. Quarterback's going to roll to his left, looking to throw, just throws it up, and it is it's out of bounds, really. And we've got a flag all the way back here at the 27-yard line. Let's see what that's for.
I didn't see exactly what happened there. It's in the area of holding, but I think they also put a lick on the quarterback, so you hope it's not a roughing the passer situation.
Well, the way Corning is backed up, you see how far
looks
they're
like
backed
a hold.
up?
Yeah, it is.
First penalty of the game. It'll be a 10-yard penalty against the Corning Bobcats. Takes it all the way back to the, it's about the 23-yard line. He's 2nd down and long for the Corning Bobcats.
Michael, and I'll tell you, we talked about the secondary issues for the Seminoles the last couple of drives, and the way you counteract that, if you're having problems covering, is you put pressure on the quarterback, and that's what you've seen since that touchdown.
Double wing formation for the Bobcats. There's a snap. They're going to give it to number 1. He's got room on the outside. He's across the 30. Going to be run out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. Going to bring up a 3rd down, though. Got to get to about the 44, so it's 3rd and 9 is what you're looking at.
Good tackle there by Jabari Person, but I tell you, Michael, that's a well-executed play by the Bobcats. That thing's blocked up good. They wash down on the D end and get the corner, and that's a solid run there by the Bobcats by Amaker.
3rd down, 3rd and 9 for Corning. One wide receiver to the near side. Double wing formation one more time. Gutierrez is your quarterback. He's under center. There's a snap. They're going to give it there's a double handoff this time, and they're going to be hit in the backfield, and it's going to be a loss back to the 34-yard line. So it's going to bring up a 4th down, 4th and 10. And, Bobby, that double handoff just takes kind of too long.
Well, it's just designed to be like a reverse is what it is, and it's, number one, somebody's not on the right track because they're having to adjust midstream to get the handoff and get there, and then that kind of messes up the timing of the play. And that's, when you run a reverse or a double reverse, that's all about the timing and getting the football quickly into someone else's hands, and catching the defense off track and not paying attention to what's going on in the backfield.
Punt formation. There is a snap. It's going to be a high, and it's just a moonshot. Once again, the Seminoles need to get out of the way. And Corning's going to – they're going to down at about the 42-yard line. We were on the 34, so what is that, about an 8-yard punt?
About an 8-yard punt. I think A.J. got his hands on that. I think he got a fingertip or two on that football. It appeared to change trajectory just a little bit. So, and I don't know if they'll give him a block for it, but that was pretty close to being a block.
3:23 left in the second quarter. Osceola has the ball, leading 27-6 over Corning. And, hey, we've got to be huge to put this ball in the end zone. We got the ball, start off the game. So if we could get it in here in the end zone before the half, Bobby, because Corning's going to get the ball back, that would be huge extending this game.
You're exactly right, Michael. And, you want to get out here and again, use a little clock, get out of the half. You're in control of the football game. At this point, you just don't want to make any mistakes. You just don't want to, nothing to give Corning momentum there. No turnovers, no silly passes, no silly penalties. Just execute and continue to move the football.
And there's a snap. Dante Lipton's going to look to throw. Still looking to throw, going right over the middle, and going to be incomplete. Just kind of overthrew the play, and I just think he threw it to the wrong guy.
He did. AJ's wide open over there, and that's when I said got him. That's what I was talking about. I just knew that's where Dante was going with the football. So, and you see the aggressiveness there from Coach Carter. He's going after him right there. Let's get another score before half.
Shotgun formation one more time. There's a snap. Quarterback again is going to look to throw. And he's got the screen. He's going to be complete at the 40, at the 39-yard line. They're going to get him down right there. Gain of about 3 yards. Be 3rd and 7 for Osceola.
That's a good job there by Don Taven to get the football in a place where only his receiver can catch it. He's under pressure right there, and they're looking for a little middle screen, but just completing that pass, that was a decent play by Don Taven just to get the football off and get it where it can be caught.
3rd and 7 for Osceola. Ball sitting at the 39-yard line. Quarterback looks to the sideline. Play comes in. You got a 4 wide receiver set. Littleton is your quarterback. And Osceola's going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. You are listening to Osceola Seminole Football. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Bugmobile of Arkansas, located at 408 South Walnut in Osceola, specializes in pest control and termite control for both residential and commercial properties. Owners Oscar and Jade Gonzalez would be happy to come out and give you a free estimate, and you can also contact Bugmobile at 870-563-6811. Bugmobile is a proud sponsor of your Osceola Seminoles and the Seminole Nation.
Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is located at 1100 West Kaiser in Osceola and can be reached at 563-5700. The Sandbar Grill is a family-owned restaurant established in 2007. Sandbar Grill features certified Angus steaks, seafood, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Owners Harry and Jeanette Keats are lifelong Osceola residents and welcome everyone with a smile. Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
And we are back here. Shotgun formation. Dante Lipton's going to look to throw. He's still looking to throw. He's going to throw across the middle. It's complete to Anthony Harris Jr. across the 30. 25. Going to take a hit down to the 20-yard line. And the Seminoles have a great pitch and catch there. First down, Osceola at the 20.
It's just a drag route. You put A.J. out there in the slot at a wide receiver position, drag him across the middle. That long frame, Don Taven puts it on him, and he gets the first down. That's a really nice play to convert that 3rd and long.
Shotgun formation one more time. There is a snap. Now the quarterback's going to roll to his right. Got a man out there wide open. He throws at 15. He's across the 10, trying to get to the 5. And they're going to get him down at the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for Osceola at the 5.
Yeah,
we got a flag on the play.
Don Taven really wanted to get the ball to Landry and Clayton. That's probably going to be in a hold.
See what the flag's for. Pointing down here. And it's going to be a hold against Osceola.
And that's what we talk about, those penalties, negating a solid play. I think Don Taven knew the whole time that he had A.J. standing there all by himself, but he really wanted to push the football down to Landry and get in the end zone. But with that penalty, now you're backed way up.
Penalty gets you back to the 40-yard line. Still first down. Minute 38 left here in the second quarter. Seminoles are probably going to have to do a little. They're going to huddle up. Come to the line of scrimmage, one wide receiver to the near side, three to the far side. Stack formation on top. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's still looking to throw. Still looking to throw. He's going to go deep down the middle of the field. He's got a man at the 5. He's caught it. Across the goal line. Give him 6. Landry and Clayton. 40-yard pitch and catch from Don Taven Littleton to Landry and Clayton.
Just a skinny post by Landry and Clayton. He ran it real well, and you just see the speed. You know, we know the Seminoles have that speed, and I got to tell you, Michael, Don Taven's arm gets better every week.
Yes, and look, he had enough time to wait. He waited and hit him right in the numbers. 23, Logan Slayton's going to attempt the extra point.
He could have thrown the ball to either one of the two receivers. 5 and 16, both are wide open.
Kick up by Slayton is good. 1:10 left in the second quarter. Osceola 34. Corning 6. Take a timeout. Be back in 30 seconds.
The Osceola School District is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Superintendent Alfred Hogan and the Osceola School Board wishes all students a great school year. The Osceola School District is committed to preparing all students with an equal opportunity to be successful. The 2020-2021 school year promises to be exciting with reflections of the past, anticipation of the future, and a pure determination to make a difference. The Osceola School District says, "Go Seminoles!"
And we are back here at Seminole Stadium. It is senior night for the Osceola Seminoles. And right now it is all Osceola 34-6 over the Corning Bobcats, Bobby.
And it's just, it's just a nice, we knew we would come into the game and see a strong defensive effort from the Seminoles, and I think what you're starting to see is the offense is starting to gel a little bit, and traditionally it takes a little longer for an offense to do that than it does a defense.
I agree 100%. Slayton's going to kick a high end over end kick. He's going to hit about the 25, taking it about the 22. He's going to try to bring it across the 30, out of bounds at about the 31-yard line. Again, that's number 2, Jake Gutierrez. And Corning will have the ball first and 10 at about the 32-yard line with 1:05 left here in the second quarter.
And again, you don't want to give up any yards here as a defense. You've made a strong showing. You had one busted play. You had a busted coverage, and you let him get in the end zone. Gutierrez is too good to give him an opening like that, so you got to continue to play with strong eye discipline and gap control, and just don't let them have any confidence or get anything positive.
Ball sitting at the 32-yard line, double wing formation, quarterback's under center. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to be thrown for a loss. Chris Littleton is there again, Bobby. It's going to be a loss of 2, be second down and 12 for the Corning Bobcats.
Yeah, Chris, there he is, being disruptive. He's a very disruptive defensive lineman. He's a disruptive defender, and he's getting in the backfield and causing these, getting these tackles for loss. That TFL looks good on that stat sheet for Chris.
No doubt about that. Chris plays a huge, huge part of that defensive line. Does an excellent job over there. Him and Kamarian Brooks have been in there all night long.
He's just a nightmare to block. He's like I said earlier, Chris has got a quick twitch and he can get off the football. Good, strong young man. He's a handful for any offensive line.
Shotgun formation one more time. There's a snap. They're going to give it to number 1. That's a success they've had is number 1. He's going to get up to about the 33-yard line. It's going to bring up a third down, third and about 7. We got about 5 seconds left here in the
They're gonna
quarter.
let it run out.
Yep, Corning's going to let it run out. That's going to bring us to halftime. We just score Osceola 34, Corning 6. And, Bobby, we talked about in the pregame, we talked about the Seminoles. They had to get out and get some points scored and open this offense up early, and I think you've seen that except for the open possession.
That's exactly right. You know that you're speed-wise, talent-wise, you're a little bit of a mismatch for Corning, but you still have to execute the football plays. You still have to go out there and line up and get the job done. And what we've seen from Osceola tonight has been, just much more efficient. They look better on offense. We saw some problems in the first 2 weeks with, getting everybody lined up, getting where they're supposed to be. So you can see in this downtime, Coach Carter's taking that downtime to get the offense on one page. Looks like the line's starting to gel a little bit, block it up a little bit better. So, again, new offensive coordinator coming in and running just a different philosophy than what they've been used to the last 3 years. And it just takes a little bit of time. It looks good. The offense looks really, really good right now.
Well, Bobby, you're also worried about you've been off 2 weeks.
That's right.
You come off a 2-week layoff, and for 14 days, these kids weren't even together. They were quarantined for 14 days. They didn't get back to the first of this week or about almost the middle of the week to have limited practices before they played this game tonight. And so you wondered what was going to happen with the layoff.
It's apparent, though, that even though they weren't together and they weren't practicing together, you could tell that Coach Carter's had some time with the kids and that they've done some work somewhere because they look so much better than they have, the previous 2 weeks.
We're going to stay here just for a second. The cheerleaders on the field doing a halftime. We're gonna show y'all that while we're still here at the half, and as soon as they get done, we're gonna go to commercial and let everybody get their words in. Bobby, senior night, and we've got a good crowd here. Again, being senior night, there's not gonna be a homecoming next week. They've announced that there will not be a homecoming due to the COVID, and so I mean, you got a good crowd here for senior night, and just happy to see everybody here and out and doing what they're supposed to be doing. You look out in the crowd here, they're social distancing, everybody's wearing a mask. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing, and that's what we got to do to be able to play football.
Michael, and that people have differing opinions about COVID-19 and coronavirus, and what it really means for the future of our country and the future of fall sports and summer sports, and those opinions run the gamut, all the way from people who are scared to death of it, people that think it's almost conspiracy theory. But what it boils down to is these kids want to play football, and in order for us to be able to allow them to do that, we've got to follow some rules and regulations until we lick this thing. I have no doubt in my mind that we'll beat it and we'll go back to normal at some point. But for right now, we've got to do what we can do to continue to have football and continue to have fall sports. And as adults, we owe it to these kids. I mean, this is life to them right now. And I played, and I know what it meant to me. And I'm glad to see that the parents and the families and the supporters of the Seminole Nation are out here doing what they have to do to make sure that we follow the rules and regulations so that we can continue to play football, because the kids just want to play, and that's what it's about.
And that's exactly right, Bobby. You're all about giving them a choice, just like in school. Some people decided they were going to send their kids back to school. Some decided they were going to send their kids to school. I'm all about giving them a choice. I'm not a big person on, you're going to do this or you're going to do that.
That's right.
Give them the opportunity to say, hey, I don't feel comfortable, or I do, and let it happen that way. But what we've got to do to make sure that the kids continue to get to play, just like you said, we need to make sure that we do our part. We're going to wear a mask all the time. We're going to stay 6-foot distances. We're going to use hand sanitizer. I mean, we're going to do what we're supposed to do to make sure that we get to continue to play, because we want to see these seniors finish their season. And then it runs into basketball. About a week ago, Governor Hutchinson, Arkansas Department of Health, put out their guidelines for basketball. It's a lot of guidelines. And if anybody hadn't seen it, we could talk about it through the whole halftime, because it is crazy about the guidelines that's going to come with basketball. I mean, that's another story. If you want to look it up, go to the Arkansas Department of Health online and look at the guideline for basketball this year. It's going to be something else. So what we'll do right now, we're going to let our sponsors get a word in, folks. Without these sponsors, we could not do what we do I want to thank them so much for sponsoring. I want to thank our sponsors for our live stream with Sudbury Radio Sports app. Without you, we could not make it possible for people to be able to listen. So at this time, we're at halftime. Osceola 34, Corning 6. We're going to be back in 4 minutes.
Osceola Council Member Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Tyler and his wife Carolyn are lifelong residents of Osceola and alumni of Osceola High School. Tyler is fighting to make a better Osceola. Tyler is running for re-election to the Osceola City Council, and let's support him in making Osceola prouder, stronger, and better. Osceola Council Member Tyler Dunnigan wants to remind everyone to get out and vote on November the 3rd. Osceola Council Member Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Located at 1460 West Kaiser, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, and they are a member FDIC. You can contact branch manager Greg Reese at 870-622-0400. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
Bugmobile of Arkansas, located at 408 South Walnut in Osceola, specializes in pest control and termite control for both residential and commercial properties. Owners Oscar and Jade Gonzalez would be happy to come out and give you a free estimate, and you can also contact Bugmobile at 870-563-6811. Bugmobile is a proud sponsor of your Osceola Seminoles and the Seminole Nation. Roller Swift Funeral Home of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Located at 2173 US 61 South, Roller Swift Funeral Home specializes in funeral services and helping families with the costs associated with them. For more information, contact them at 870-563-6578 and speak with David Tucker. Roller Swift Funeral Home, with all our respect.
Osceola City Council Member Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. Sandra represents the Osceola City Council, Ward 2, Position 2. Sandra spent 35 years volunteering with the youth in our community and promises to keep fighting for a brighter future for us all. Sandra's motto is Prayers for Our City. Sandra is asking for your vote for re-election for Osceola City Council, Ward 2, Position 2 on November 3rd. Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is located at 1100 West Kaiser in Osceola and can be reached at 563-5700. The Sandbar Grill is a family-owned restaurant established in 2007. Sandbar Grill features certified Angus steaks, seafood, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Owners Harry and Jeanette Keats are lifelong Osceola residents and welcome everyone with a smile. Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. State Representative Monty Hodges is running for re-election for District 55. Monty is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Monty has worked hard in the state legislature representing District 55 and is asking for your vote on November 3rd. Monty wishes the Osceola Seminoles good luck on the season, and let's win a state championship. Let's all help re-elect Monty Hodges for state representative for District 55. Monty Hodges is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. The Willis Clinic is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. Medical Director Dr. Sharita Willis is wishing the Seminoles a safe and successful season on the field. The Willis Clinic is located at 616 West Lee, and their hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Willis Clinic can be reached at 870-563-2545. The Willis Clinic is serving your total health care needs. The Willis Clinic is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. The Osceola School District is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Superintendent Alfred Hogan and the Osceola School Board wishes all students a great school year. The Osceola School District is committed to preparing all students with an equal opportunity to be successful. The 2020-2021 school year promises to be exciting with reflections of the past, anticipation of the future, and a pure determination to make a difference. The Osceola School District says, Go Seminoles! Osceola County.
And welcome back, Seminole fans, to Seminole Stadium. We are at halftime. We just score Osceola 34, Corning 6. And, Bobby, let's talk about scoring here. And we talked about getting out right away, and that we did. 4:32 left in the first quarter. 1-yard touchdown run by number 11, Don Taven Littleton. Slayton's extra point was good. Seminoles led 7-0. The only other score in the first quarter was 1:42 left. 64-yard touchdown pass from Don Taven Littleton to number 4, Jaden Brown. Slayton's extra point was good, and at the end of one, Seminoles led 14-0. We get into the second quarter, 11:45 left in the second. Number 1, Tony Williams has a 1-yard touchdown run. Logan Slayton's extra point was no good, and the Seminoles led 20-0. Right, 7:17 left in the second is when Corning gets on the board. They have a 47-yard touchdown pass from number 1, Jake Gutierrez, to number 5, Jordan Grubb. The 2-point conversion attempt was no good, and Osceola led 20-6. 5:40 left in the second quarter. 26-yard touchdown run by number 11, Don Taven Littleton. Logan Slayton's extra point was good, and the Seminoles led 27-6. Seminoles get the ball back, and with 1:10 left in the half, we have a 40-yard touchdown pass to number 5, Landry Clayton from Don Taven Littleton. Slayton's extra point was good, and at the half, Osceola leads 34-6.
It's just a really nice offensive showing for the Seminoles, throughout the first half, but an equally as impressive defensive showing for the Seminoles. You've had situations where Corning's had a lot of trouble punting the football, and your defense is putting them in the position to have to punt, and they're having to punt deep in their own territory, and Osceola's came away with just excellent field position based on those defensive efforts. And then you look at the way Don Taven's thrown the football, and the receivers have been effective catching the football, and they have the big playability, and you like to see that starting to show up with Landry and Clayton and Jaden Brown and their ability to get open and get deep, and it's just hard to find a negative thing to say about the game so far. You can talk about that sluggish start on that first series, and your offense comes out and just doesn't move the football, but since that time they've been effective both sides of the football and in special teams. All three phases of the game are clicking for the Seminoles right now, and that's something that Coach Carter's got to be happy about.
No doubt about that. And we got some stats here, Bobby. We want to give a shout out to Coach Robert Thompson. He's the stat man for the Osceola Seminoles. He is not with us tonight, but he is at home watching the live stream and doing all of his stats from the live stream, and he has been so fortunate to send us our stats here at the halftime, and we hope everything's okay with Coach Thompson, and we appreciate him so much for doing the stats for the Seminole Nation. Looking at the stats, Corning running the ball has 23 rushes for 41 yards. Passing, they're 1 for 4 for 47 yards, 88 yards total offense. And, Bobby, that's a testament to your defense about how they're not letting them run the ball, and then they had that one pass that got them in the end zone.
You're on a track right here to hold them under 200 yards total offense for a football game, and that's a solid defensive output. You can hold an offense under 200 yards, especially today with the way offenses use tempo and use the quarterback run, use the read option, and you see so many multiple looks from an offensive team. Holding them under 200 yards for a football game would be an excellent defensive outing.
For the Seminoles, they got 12 rushes, 59 yards, 4 for 6 through the air for 129 yards. That's 188 yards total offense for Osceola. Don Taven Littleton's 4 for 6 through the air for 129, 2 touchdowns. He's got 4 rushes for 24 yards and 2 touchdowns. Tony Williams has got 5 rushes, 31 yards, and a touchdown. So, like we talked about, pretty much the offense goes through your quarterback, and you can see that happening here tonight.
You're on track there to have a night with more than 350 yards total offense if you stay on this track, and that's a good offensive output, a good offensive outing for the Seminoles. And the thing is that you didn't have any long sustained drives, mostly because you had such excellent field position. Your defense puts you in a good position, and any coach, and Michael, I've said this, you've heard this, everybody hears this, but I've said it for years. Defenses win championships. You've got to be able to put your offense in a good position. Anytime you give an offense football inside the 10-yard line of your opponent, you're in a good spot to win football games.
No doubt about that. What we'll do right now, we'll take our last time out here in the halftime, and we'll be back, and we'll give you some scores from around the conference and around some that we're very interested in. We'll take a timeout, let our sponsors get a word in. We're back in 2 minutes.
Osceola Council Member Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Tyler and his wife Carolyn are lifelong residents of Osceola and alumni of Osceola High School. Tyler is fighting to make a better Osceola. Tyler is running for re-election to the Osceola City Council, and let's support him in making Osceola prouder, stronger, and better. Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan wants to remind everyone to get out and vote on November the 3rd. Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Located at 1460 West Kaiser, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, and they are a member FDIC. You can contact Branch Manager Greg Reese at 870-622-0400. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
Bugmobile of Arkansas, located at 408 South Walnut in Osceola, specializes in pest control and termite control for both residential and commercial properties. Owners Oscar and Jade Gonzalez would be happy to come out and give you a free estimate, and you can also contact Bugmobile at 870-563-6811. Bugmobile is a proud sponsor of your Osceola Seminoles and the Seminole Nation. Roller Swift Funeral Home of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Located at 2173 US 61 South, Roller Swift Funeral Home specializes in funeral services and helping families with the costs associated with them. For more information, contact them at 870-563-6578 and speak with David Tucker. Roller Swift Funeral Home, with all our respect.
Osceola City.
And welcome back, Seminole fans, to Seminole Stadium. It is senior night here at Seminole Stadium. Seminoles lead 34-6. Bobby, let's look at some scores from around the conference. And as you know, Corning is at Osceola, 34-6. Seminoles lead that. But let's talk about one here that's very surprising. Well, I don't know if it's surprising. A lot of people know there was a lot of things going around about the Piggott program in the middle of the week. Their head coach, Michael Harrell, is no longer coaching the Piggott Mohawks. Manila travels to Piggott, Bobby. It is all Piggott, 52-0 at the half.
You know, Michael,
Wow.
Sometimes strange things happen when you make, coaching changes, or when you have things that affect your program, and you just never know how a team's going to react. And it appears that Piggott has decided to react in a very strong manner.
Man, here's another one that might shock you. Palestine Wheatley is at Walnut Ridge, and right now a halftime score, we got Palestine Wheatley 21, Walnut Ridge nothing.
Nah, you're reading that wrong.
No.
That can't be right.
No. Hey, we done checked it two different ways, Bobby, and unless the scoreboard man's wrong.
You sure Gage checked that right? I mean, I just don't see that.
That's what they're saying. 21-0 Palestine Wheatley. We'll make sure of that for the game. This game's over with.
But Michael, all kidding aside, that's what you love about high school football, man. You just never know. And college football, it's you just never know week to week what team will show up and what's going to happen on that football field.
Our other conference game is Hoxie is at Harrisburg, and it is all Hoxie, 40-8. It looks like it's either 40-8 or 40-6 at the half. And as we know, Hoxie is high-powered on offense.
Yes, they are, and they've got some good kids over there that are playing at a high level, and it's good to see that they're getting some output there.
No doubt. Scores from around maybe the county and of interest. As everybody knows, Blytheville is supposed to host Junction City tonight, and Junction City had a COVID problem and has canceled that game, so Blytheville's off. Right now, our other conference, one of our other county foes is Gosnell. They are at Highland, and right now we have a halftime score of Gosnell 8, Highland 6. So that's a good one.
That is a good one. That's a really good football game. Looks like it's a defensive slobber knocker, and it'd be interesting to see how that comes out.
The other conference game that everybody's watching right now, and Bobby, this one could be for the conference championship. I know it's early, but in my opinion, two of the best teams in the 4A3 is Rivercrest at Pocahontas, and the halftime score we got right now is Pocahontas 19, Rivercrest 14, and that's a heck of a ball game over at Pocahontas.
We knew that was going to be a good ball game. We knew it would be a tightly contested football game, and it'll be interesting to see how that comes out.
The only other game we got that we wanted to watch, Harding Academy is the number one team in 3A. They are at Briarcrest Christian. And right now it is Briarcrest Christian out of Memphis 35, Harding Academy 21. That's doing something, Bobby.
Yes, it is.
Seminoles will kick to Corning to start the second half. Logan Slayton is going to be your kicker. He's going to approach the football. And it's a line drive right down the middle of the field. It's going to go across the 15. They got to retract and get it. It's going to be picked up about the 8-yard line, and he's going to be hit and brought down right about the 15-yard line, maybe the 14-yard line. Be first and 10 for Corning at the 14. And that time what you had, Bobby, was a little confusion about who was going to get the ball and return it.
That's correct, Michael. You're exactly right. There's just a little confusion back there in what they were going to do with the football.
Corning starts first and 10. Again, the ball is sitting at about the 14-yard line, first and 10. Two wide receivers to the far side, shotgun formation. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to roll to his left. He's going to run. He's hit. He's going to get to the 15. Gain of 1 yard. Second and 9 for Corning.
Yeah, Michael, that looked like Amaker's taking over at quarterback, and I'm looking out there now for Jake Gutierrez, and I don't see him on the football field.
We'll have to check that, see if we can get a word in on that. You don't ever know what's going on. But we'll keep an eye on it and see if we can get word on what's going on. Shotgun formation one more time. Two wide receivers to the near side. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to roll to his right. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. He's going to get right back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a third down, 3rd and 9 for the Corning Bobcats. And again, you're right. That was number 1, Dakota Amaker.
And you're seeing Corning. It makes you wonder what the problem is with Jake Gutierrez. But Amaker's a very, very sound runner. And you see him trying to do something a little different on offense with him at quarterback.
Shotgun formation. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to try to get around the right side. He does. 15. Going to be at the 20. He's going to get all the way up to about the 24-yard line. And Bobby, that should be a first down.
A solid run by Amaker. Again, he's a very effective runner. He's quick. He's got quick feet. Sees the hole well. Gets on track. And I don't know what the situation is with Jake Gutierrez. We hope it's nothing that's injury related or anything like that. We certainly don't want anything bad for him. He was effective in the first half, but they found something with Amaker here.
First and 10, ball sitting at the 24-yard line of Corning. 4 wide receivers set, shotgun formation. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's hit at the line of scrimmage and going to go down for no gain. Be 2nd and 10 at they're going to give him 1 yard up to the 25, so it'll be 2nd and 9 for Corning.
The good play there by Jonathan Stovall and A.J. Harris, both in on the tackle and did a really good job there getting the ball carrier down before he could get anything positive as far as yardage.
Second down, 2nd and about 9 is what you're looking at. Quarterback's under center. I formation right now. One man goes into motion. There is a snap. It's going to be a toss, and he's hitting the backfield. 88, Bobby, hits him in the backfield for a loss.
Nick Warren's there getting in the backfield and making a solid play there on that traditional pitch coming out of the I form.
Seeing Dante Van Littleton come out, getting to see Sanaje Brown, number 17, come in the ball game. It's good to see that young man finally in the game. Be third down, 3rd and about 13 for Corning. 8:37 left in the third, 34-6, Osceola leads. Come to the line of scrimmage, 1 wide receiver to the near side, double wing formation. Quarterback is under center. 1 man goes into motion. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to look to throw. He just throws it up, and it should have been picked off. Sanaje Brown He comes in the ball game for the first time, and he would have had a pick six, Bobby.
Are Sanajay and Jaden related? Because they both wanted the football.
Yeah.
And that might have been said, hey, cuz, you got a long touchdown. This is my turn.
That's right. That's right. They both wanted it because it was going to be a pick six, I tell you. Punt formation for the Corning Bobcats. Seminoles got two defenders back. And there is a snap. It's a line drive kick. So Najee Brown is going to go back and pick it up at the 47-yard line. He's going to try to retreat. He's across the 50. Turns around now. And here he goes across the 45-40. He's got a man at the 30, at the 25, at the 20, at the 10, at the 5. Give him 6. Najee Brown. And Bobby, we talked about it. Najee Brown's a game changer.
He is, and you got to give it up to Jonathan Stovall and Jaden Brown. The unselfishness there, two good, solid blocks to help get Sanajay free, and he's a dynamic runner. He's fire with the football in his hands.
54-yard punt return for a touchdown, Sanajay Brown. And we've got an injury on the field, so we're gonna hold it right here, Bobby. It was blocked up well for Sanajay.
It was. You're correct, Michael. It was blocked up really well.
Got an injury right now, folks, on the field. Looks like that is number 8. That is Landon Lucas. He's going to walk out on his he's going to walk off on his own power. So hope that young man's okay.
It's good to see him walking across the field and getting off the field there.
Logan Slayton is going to attempt the extra point. We're just going to wait. They're waiting to make sure that the man gets off the field. That's what they're waiting on. And there's the whistle. We're ready to go. And we've got a flag on the play on the far side. They're going to blow it dead.
Substitution infraction.
Yep, on the defense. That's going to push it just a little bit closer. I think that'll move a little closer and want to go as far to kick that extra point. And there is a snap. Hold is down. Kick is up, and it is good. 7:42 left in the third. Osceola 41. Corning 6. Take a timeout. Let our sponsors get a word in. We're back in 30 seconds.
Osceola City Council member Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. Sandra represents the Osceola City Council, Ward 2, Position 2. Sandra spent 35 years volunteering with the youth in our community and promises to keep fighting for a brighter future for us all. Sandra's motto is Prayers for Our City. Sandra is asking for your vote for re-election for Osceola City Council Ward 2 Position 2 on November 3rd. Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation.
Seminoles have just scored on a 54-yard punt return for a touchdown by number 17, Sanajay Brown. Extra point was good by Logan Slayton. And Seminole, it is all Osceola here tonight, 41-6 in the opening night of conference play. And folks, that's all you need. Conference play one at a time, win the games. The first three, you play them to get your whole team ready to go, and the conference is where it's at. Slayton's going to be your kicker. He's going to kick a line drive. It's going to be taken at about the 25-yard line. He's across the 30, 35, up to about the 36-yard line. And Corning will have the ball first and 10 at the about the 37-yard line.
good return there, and Michael, we'll see some clock running here. We're in the mercy rule, and what you hope for now as a Seminole is just you don't want to get anybody hurt. You're probably going to see a lot of younger kids get the chance to play tonight, and that's a good thing. It helps with your experience and moving forward in the season. That could be a big deal.
1st and 10 for the Corning Bobcats. Ball is sitting at the 37-yard line of Corning. Looks like that is number 2 back in the ball game, Bobby Gutierrez. He's going to be under center with a double wing formation. There's a snap. They're going to give it to number 10. He's going to be across the 40 up to about the 41, 42. They'll give him the 43-yard line. 7-yard gain is going to bring up 2nd and 3 for Corning.
Good run there by John Swint. Did a good job. You can get about a 6-7 yard gain on first down. That's a solid start for the Bobcats.
Sportsmanship rule is in effect here at Seminole Stadium with a 35-point lead. One wide receiver to the near side. Double wing formation one more time. And there is a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it this time, and he's going to run. Gutierrez, he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 50-yard line. And that'll be a 1st and 10 for the Bobcats.
Good to see Jake back in the football game. Glad to see that there was nothing there injury-wise that precluded him from being in the game earlier. And there you see his effectiveness. He comes out and gets him a first down and continues. He moves the chains, continues to drive.
Ball sent at the 50-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Corning Bobcats. Double wing formation. And there is a snap. They'll give it to number 10. That's Swint. He's across. He's going to be hit right at the 50-yard line. They're going to give him to the 49. So it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 9 for the Bobcats.
And the defense of the Seminoles just continues to be disruptive and getting penetration, getting into the backfield of the Bobcats. Just an excellent showing by the Seminole defense.
Ball is sitting at the 49-yard line. Again, we want to thank everybody watching on the Seminole Nation Facebook page. Hit that like button, please, and share us, if you will, on YouTube. If you'll subscribe, we'll really appreciate that so much. 4 wide receivers set. Shotgun formation this time. Gutierrez is your quarterback. There's a snap. He's going to roll to his right, trying to get to the outside. He does. He's going to get up to about the 45 and going to go out of bounds somewhere around the 44-yard line on the far side. 45-yard line. 5-yard gain. 4-yard gain. Be 3rd down, 3rd and 5 for Corning. I want to thank everybody watching or listening to the stream tonight on the Sudbury Radio Sports app. Harold Sudbury has been very nice letting us do that on his stream. We appreciate him so much. 3rd and 5. Corning's got the football in Osceola territory at the 45-yard line. Shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers set. And there's a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's across the 40, trying to get to the outside. He does. 35, 30, 25. Going to be run out of bounds somewhere around the 20-yard line. We'll just have to see where they're going to give him the 18-yard line. Be 1st and 10, Corning at the 18-yard line.
And there you see it, Michael. Gutierrez is just an effective, willing runner, and just he came back in the ball game. He sat out one series, and he's back in there now. And the Bobcats are on the drive.
Ball is sitting at the 18-yard line of Osceola. Quarterback's going to be under center, double wing formation. There's a snap. Going to give it to the wingman. He's across the 15. Going to be taken down all the way to about the 10-yard line. That's an 8-yard gain. Going to be 2nd and 2 for Corning.
That's Nakota Amaker again, and we've talked about him all night. his ability to run. He's quick. He gets on track, and there you see. You know, as a Seminole fan here, you don't want to give up any points. You know, we've got some young kids out there playing defense right now, and you know, some kids playing a little bit different position, but you know, you want to make a stand right here and bow your neck and keep the Bobcats out of the end zone.
Ball's on the 10-yard line, shotgun formation. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's behind that line trying to get out of there. And it's going to be no gain on this time. Third down. It's going to bring up third and about 2 for the Corning Bobcats. Good
job defensively there. And, you know, you see Javion Wiley getting some penetration. You see Terrence Marshall in there, and Torian Belt Jr.'s out there playing. And he's in there sticking his head in there and making a good defensive stop.
Clock is running. 1:30 left in the third quarter. Osceola leads 41-6. 4 wide receivers set one more time. Shotgun formation for the Corning Bobcats. And there is a snap. Quarterback's going to go right up the middle. He's across the 5, across the 4 to the 3 to the 2 to the 1, and that is a touchdown. Number 2, Jake Gutierrez on a 10-yard touchdown run for the Corning Bobcats.
You know, Michael, as a Seminole fan, you don't like to see that. You feel good for Jake Gutierrez. He comes in and he's out there playing. He's doing a good job for Corning, but you know that drive was just a little bit too easy for the Bobcats. All of that was gained on the ground, and you know, at this point in this football game, you don't want to be relinquishing those yards like that. You let a team get confident, and you'll turn around and find them right back in the football game.
Corning's going to go for 2 here. 2 wide receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Shotgun formation one more time. Third snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. It's going to be a jump ball in the end zone, and it is knocked down. Good job there by number 13, Draylon Hammond. And 2-point conversion is going to be no good, but the clock is still running, folks, with 10 seconds left. And we're fixing to hit the end of the third, and we'll hang on just a second.
And that's just a jump ball play there for their big tight end Eli Mason, 6'4", 240. That's a large young man.
And that is the end of the third quarter with your score. Osceola 41, Corning 12. Take a timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute.
The Willis Clinic is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. Medical Director Dr. Sharita Willis is wishing the Seminoles a safe and successful season on the field. The Willis Clinic is located at 616 West Lee, and their hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Willis Clinic can be reached at 870-563-2545. The Willis Clinic is serving your total health care needs. The Willis Clinic is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
And welcome back, Seminole fans, to Seminole Stadium. We start the fourth quarter here. Seminoles lead 41-12 over the Corning Bobcats. They did score on a 10-yard touchdown run by number 2, Jake Gutierrez. 2-point conversion was no good, but folks, we are in the sportsmanship rule, and this clock will, once it starts, will not stop unless there's a timeout or an injury. So I'm sure this fourth quarter is going to go by probably just as fast as the third quarter did. Once again, folks, I want to thank our sponsors. Without them, this would not be possible. We appreciate you so much. Onside kick coming from Corning. And it's in the air, and it's on the ground, and let's see who's got it. Corning says they do.
See what they say there. It was well executed.
And Corning's going to have the football. And
yes.
Bobby, what happened right there is Osceola they got too anxious. They just let the ball come to them.
Let the ball get to you and get down on it and just recover the football. And like I said, Michael, you're in command of the football game, and you've got the sportsmanship rule in effect. The clock's running, but you just don't want to give a team an opportunity to start believing in themselves, and you turn around and be in a ball game and fight for your life.
Ball set at the 49-yard line of Corning. 1st and 10 for the Bobcats after the onside kick recovery. And there is a snap. Ball's on the ground. It's a fumble. And I don't think anybody knew it but the quarterback.
I think he's the only one that knew it was out of there.
And it's going to be positive yards across the 50 to the 49 of Osceola, so that's a 2-yard gain for the Corning Bobcats.
Now, things are working for you when you can fumble it forward and pick it up and have a gain.
Second down, 2nd and 8 for the Corning Bobcats. 41-12 is your score. We are in the mercy rule here in the second half, in the fourth quarter. 10:30 left in this ball game. Shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers set. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to go up to about the 46-yard line. About a 3-yard gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 6.
And there you see Gutierrez again. He's just an effective runner. And, you know, Corning's had some success with the quarterback runs. And, again, they're moving the football again. It's 3rd and manageable here. You'd like to see the Seminole defense crack down. I look down there now, and I see several of the starters back in the football game. Coach Carter's gonna want to shut this down and not continue to let Corning move the football at will.
Well, you want to make sure you get your points, because you get down and get a tiebreaker or something, you need points.
Yep.
You'll get 13 is all you can get. One man goes into motion for the Bobcats. They're going to give it to the quarterback's going to keep it. He fumbles it right back to himself and going to end up just throwing it, and it's going to be incomplete. The ball bounced right back up to him, Bobby.
It did. That's twice we've seen that with quarterbacks. We saw it happen to Don Taven, and we see it happen with Gutierrez now, and both appear to have really good hands. They got the thing picked up, and I got to be honest with you, Michael, it wasn't a bad throw. He threw the ball where only Dakota Amaker could catch it, and it's testament to Jake Gutierrez's athletic ability to continue and make that play.
4th down, 4th and about 5 for the Corning Bobcats. They need to watch the football here. 3 wide receivers set, shotgun formation. Quarterback's in the shotgun. One man's in the wing position. And there's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw, and he's going to just throw it deep, and it's incomplete. Just threw it out there, intended for number 5. That's Jordan Grubb. They're going to turn the ball over on downs, and Osceola have it back.
Didn't look like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page there. It looked like Gutierrez was expecting Grubb to just go on a go route and take off down the field, and he's going to try to get it to him deep. Grubb cut it off and spun toward the middle of the field. That's a good defensive stand there by the Seminoles.
Seminoles going to have it back. Again, the clock will not stop. It's 7:55 left in this ball game. 41-12 is your score. Seminoles lead. Coach Carter's going to hold them in his huddle over here as long as the referee won't start the clock. And we got a lot of new faces on the offensive side of the ball here, Bobby.
Now you're going to see a lot of changes right here. But this is good. You want to get experience for these kids and get them out there and see what they can do, give them a chance to perform.
Torian Bell Jr. is going to check in at quarterback. Good to see that young man in there. There's a snap. Going to give it to number 5. He's across the 50, over to the 50-yard line. It's Landry and Clayton. So you're getting to see some guys, too, play some different positions.
That's going to be number 15. That's Shyler Young.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's in there at running back. See glasses, folks.
No,
glasses.
That's
why they have an optometrist. You go see him, and they say, "Hey, man, you can't see real good."
No,
so
that's called the man turned sideways, and all I saw was the 5. That's all.
Oh, I see. I get it.
You try to read some of them numbers as they run about 100 mile an hour down the field.
But I got my glasses on, so I can see.
Yeah, they don't slow the play down, though.
It's a good run, though. That's the first snap for Torian Bell this year that we've seen, and the first run there by Shyler Young. Good job there for the kids that haven't played a whole lot.
There's a snap. I'll give it to 15 this time, but they're going to get him for a 1-yard loss. It's going to bring up a 3rd down, 3rd and about 7 for Osceola.
Yeah, the line's going to have to do a little bit better job blocking up front. And you still see Chris Littleton, Javion Wiley out there, and those guys are starters, and they're going to have to do a little better job for these younger kids. Give them a chance to shine, let them get let them get an opening and get out here and see what they can do.
Let's see if Coach Carter will let Torian Bell Jr. show that arm off right here on third down. Doesn't matter. I mean, if he throws it incomplete, the clock's still gonna run.
That's exactly right.
Milking his play clock. I think the Seminoles are wanting this game to be over with.
That's you just the longer you play in this situation, and you just don't want to get anybody hurt and just get out of here with a win.
There's a snap. Throws complete
There
over
it
here.
is.
Number 16. He's across the 45. Runs over his own man at the 40 to the 39-yard line. That's number 16, Charles Poole. And he runs over number 7, Alton Bournes.
Yeah, he said, out, and you got to get out of the way, man. I got to move. I got to go.
Be a 1st and 10 for Osceola. Ball's marked at the 40-yard line. 5:20 left in this ball game.
And I'm going to tell you what's going to be said in the locker room after this. Man, if you get out of the way, I'd have scored.
That's right.
You're in my way, man. Come on.
He'll blame Alton for that one.
Hey, we got to give a shout-out to our compatriot over there, Andy Earl. He's over there doing the Corning live stream. And Andy's a great guy and puts on a great show. And, we saw him at Corning last year, and man, he was everything. He was the mascot. He was the cheerleader. He was doing the live stream. That's just a guy that really believes in his city and really supports his team.
I think Osceola's going to call a timeout here with 4:48 left. We'll take a timeout with them. You listen to Osceola Seminole football. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Huddle House of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Huddle House has been serving up fresh and hot home-style meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for more than 60 years. Huddle House is the host of family and friends brought together by good food, cooked to order, and served from the heart. Go by and see store manager Michael Henderson at 4563 West Kaiser in Osceola, or contact him at 870-563-6099. Huddle House of Osceola is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
And we are back here at Seminole Stadium. 4:48 left in this ball game. Osceola 41, Corning 12, and folks, a little bit about our OPAR. Tomorrow morning, our 4th, 5th, and 6th grade Seminoles play 2 games against the Hoxie Mustangs. They'll be here in the morning at 10 o'clock at Seminole Stadium. There is a snap. Going to give it to the running back. He's going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage, and I think he dropped the football. And I don't know.
I think they're going to call him down.
Call him down at the 40. Yep. So no game, be 2nd and 10. And then starting Monday, Bobby, we got fall sports starting at OPAR with youth soccer and youth flag football. And that's always a big time for our kids of our community, getting to come out and play soccer and flag football and then tackle football also. So it's a great time for the city of Osceola and Osceola Parks and Recreation.
It is. We love flag football. I get to referee some out there and see those kids. They have a blast playing that sport.
Shotgun formation for the Seminoles. There is snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw, and he does throw. It's complete to number 3. He's across the 40, across the 35 to the 30. He's still on his feet across the 25, all the way down to about the 21-yard line. That is Noah Enos. Great catch there, and he gets all the way down to about the 20-yard line, 1st and 10 for Osceola.
Solid catch and run by Noah Enos, and we've been watching Noah his whole life, just like we have some of the other kids, and he's an athlete, and he can do some good things with the football in his hands, and he showed it right there. I know a mom and a dad that are jumping up and down right now.
I promise you. Very, very proud of your child. 1st and 10, ball's at the 20. Shotgun formation one more time. And there's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. Goes right across the middle. It's complete at the 5, down to the 4, to the 3. They're going to give it to him at about the 1-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for Osceola. Good pitch and catch there from Torian Bell Jr. to that looks like Charles Poole over there.
I got to tell you, Torian's acquitting himself very well out here in this role, and he's got the ball on target. Every time he's thrown it, it's been right there on the money where it's supposed to be, and it's good. You see that young kid out there doing that for you. You're set at quarterback for the next few years.
Ball set at the 1-yard line. Shotgun formation one more time. And there's the snap. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to go across the goal line into the end zone. That's a touchdown by number 9, Torian Bell Jr. And, Bobby, I'm going to tell you what's fitting to happen. They get in that locker room. Torian Bell's going to walk over to Don Littleton and say, well, boy, you mess up, I'm going to take your spot.
Don't get you a hangnail, man. I'm coming. You got Torian Bell seniors are our PA announcer over here, and he
does a great job.
He does, and he tried to contain the excitement a little bit there, but that's great to see Torian Jr. get out there and get him a touchdown.
Yeah, I promise you, Torian's sitting over in that next room smiling from ear to
Oh,
ear.
he is.
There's a snap, hold down, the kick is up, and it is good. 150 left in this ball game. Osceola is leading 48-12. Clock steadily running. We're going to keep it right here. And Bobby, Seminoles lead the game like this after 2 close losses.
That's right, Michael. They needed to come out here and make a strong showing, and they've done that. And you just got to be happy for the kids. You got to be happy for Coach Carter. He's going to get his first win as Seminole head coach. You could see, and we talked about it, and I said it several times on the live stream. I saw a team that wouldn't quit. Even when they got down early, and that's really what you're looking for is, will these kids play for this coach? And it's very apparent and very obvious that Jamie Carter has command of his football team, and that these kids respect him and want to play for him and want to play hard. So that's what you're looking for in a coaching change. And I think the future continues to be bright for Seminole football.
And Bob, that's coming off a 2-day practice.
That's right.
COVID kept them out for 2 weeks. They come back on Wednesday. They get a practice on Wednesday, on Thursday, and then we play a football game tonight. So it's just good to see the Seminoles respond the way they have here tonight.
And we talked about Coach Carter's as they approach the ball to kick it off, and
ball's taken at the 30. He's trying to get to the outside, comes back to the inside. He's just following that big blocker, and he's going to get up to about the 39-yard line and be first and 10 cornering. It's number 13, Bobby. It's
Titus Haggard. Yep. But what I was going to say about Coach Carter is, you and I talked about the way he conducts practice and the business-like atmosphere he has, and the regimented practices that he conducts. He's trying to prepare these kids for something in the future and further in life, and that's starting to show. And I got to tell you see Torian Bell come in here with a command of the offense and get out there and execute it that well. That tells you that Coach Carter is running an efficient football team, and he's getting the job done on the practice field.
And that's going to be the end of the ball game. Clock hits 0. Seminoles 48, Corning 12. And what we'll do right now, we'll get a timeout, let our sponsors get a word in, get some stats together, and we'll be back in 4 minutes.
Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Tyler and his wife Carolyn are lifelong residents of Osceola and alumni of Osceola High School. Tyler is fighting to make a better Osceola. Tyler is running for re-election to the Osceola City Council, and let's support him in making Osceola prouder, stronger, and better. Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan wants to remind everyone to get out and vote on November the 3rd. Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Located at 1460 West Kaiser, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, and they are a member FDIC. You can contact Branch Manager Greg Reese at 870-622-0400. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
Bugmobile of Arkansas, located at 408 South Walnut in Osceola, specializes in pest control and termite control for both residential and commercial properties. Owners Oscar and Jade Gonzalez would be happy to come out and give you a free estimate, and you can also contact Bugmobile at 870-563-6811. Bugmobile is a proud sponsor of your Osceola Seminoles and the Seminole Nation. Roller Swift Funeral Home of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Located at 2173 US 61 South, Roller Swift Funeral Home specializes in funeral services and helping families with the costs associated with them. For more information, contact them at 870-563-6578 and speak with David Tucker. Roller Swift Funeral Home, with all our respect.
Osceola City Council member Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. Sandra represents the Osceola City Council, Ward 2, Position 2. Sandra spent 35 years volunteering with the youth in our community and promises to keep fighting for a brighter future for us all. Sandra's motto is Prayers for Our City. Sandra is asking for your vote for re-election for Osceola City Council, Ward 2, Position 2 on November 3rd. Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is located at 1100 West Kaiser in Osceola and can be reached at 563-5700. The Sandbar Grill is a family-owned restaurant established in 2007. Sandbar Grill features certified Angus steaks, seafood, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Owners Harry and Jeanette Keats are lifelong Osceola residents, and welcome everyone with a smile. Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
State Representative Monty Hodges is running for re-election for District 55. Monty is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Monty has worked hard in the state legislature representing District 55 and is asking for your vote on November 3rd. Monty wishes the Osceola Seminoles good luck on the season, and let's win a state championship. Let's all help re-elect Monty Hodges for state representative for District 55. Monty Hodges is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. The Willis Clinic is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. Medical Director Dr. Sharita Willis is wishing the Seminoles a safe and successful season on the field. The Willis Clinic is located at 616 West Lee, and their hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Willis Clinic can be reached at 870-563-2545. The Willis Clinic is serving your total health care needs. The Willis Clinic is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
The Osceola School District is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Superintendent Alfred Hogan and the Osceola School Board wishes all students a great school year. The Osceola School District is committed to preparing all students with an equal opportunity to be successful. The 2020-2021 school year promises to be exciting with reflections of the past, anticipation of the future, and a pure determination to make a difference. The Osceola School District says, Go Seminoles!
And welcome back, Seminole fans, to Seminole Stadium. It's a final. Your Seminoles have won the first conference game of the season, 48-12, over the Corning Bobcats. And Bobby, let's go over scoring here. 4:32 left in the first quarter. 1-yard touchdown run by number 11, Dontaven Littleton. Logan Slayton's extra point was good. Seminoles led 7-0. 1:42 left in the first quarter. 64-yard touchdown pass from Don Littleton to number 4, Jaden Brown. Logan Slayton's extra point was good. And we went to the first quarter, into the first quarter, 14-0. Osceola leading with 11:45 left in the second quarter. Number 1, Tony Williams has a 1-yard touchdown run. Logan Slayton's extra point was no good, and the Seminoles led 20-0. 7:17 left in the second quarter. The Corning Bobcats get on the board with a 47-yard touchdown pass from number 1, Jake Gutierrez, to number 5, Jordan Grubbs. 2-point conversion was no good. Seminoles led 20-6. 5:40 left in the second quarter. 26-yard touchdown run by number 11, Dontaven Littleton. Logan Slayton's extra point was good. Seminoles led 27-6. With 1:10 left in the second quarter, we had a 40-yard touchdown pass to number 5, Landry and Clayton, from Dontaven Littleton. Slayton's extra point was good, and we went to the half leading 34-6 over Corning. Into the third quarter with 7:42 left, 54-yard punt return for a touchdown by number 17, Sanaje Brown. Extra point was good by Logan Slayton, and the Seminoles led 41-6. And at that point, folks, that was a 35-point lead, and the mercy rule was in effect. With 1 minute left in the third quarter, the 10-yard touchdown run by number 2, Jake Gutierrez. 2-point conversion was no good, and Corning also led 41-12 over Corning. Then we go all the way to 2 minutes left in the ball game. Torian Bell, the sophomore in at quarterback. He has a 1-yard touchdown run. The extra point was good, and the final score 48-12 Osceola over Corning.
You know, Michael, it's just a solid all-around outing for the Seminoles, and it's good to see it happen. You're so glad for Coach Carter to come out here and get his first win in its conference game and get the season really rolling on the right foot. And, you can speculate about the effect that the coronavirus and the lack of practice in the early, not being able to have a full fall camp and do the things that teams would normally do, and what effect that had on the start of the season. But you're on the right foot now. You're there now, and you've proven that you can get out here and be productive offensively, and that was the biggest question for us after the first couple of ball games. And you saw that late in the first game, in the game against Blytheville, the offense started to contribute and started to move the football. You just got yourself in too big of a hole to come out of. So you just have to really be pleased with what you see tonight out here offensively for the Seminoles. And I've said all year that the defense looks good. You've given up some points, but a lot of that has to do with fatigue and not being able to control the football game. And we both know that Coach Carter wants to control the football game, wants to control the clock, and it makes his defense look better. And tonight they came out defensively and just, they gave up 12 points. But I got to tell you, Michael, it was definitely just a defensive standout game for the Seminoles. They could have easily pitched a shutout here tonight.
No doubt about that. And Bobby, looking at some of the unofficial stats that we have for the end of the ball game, Corning had 38 rushes for 119 yards. They were 1 for 8 through the air for 47 yards, and that was the one touchdown that we broke the coverage on. So they were 1 for 8 through the air for 166 yards, and that's a statement for the Osceola Seminole defense.
It is. You hold somebody under 200 yards, you're doing a good job in a football game, and that's what we saw there. And again, you take 50 yards of that away on a blown coverage, and that's an amazing stat. You're going to be well under 150 yards in a football game there. So, I've thought this all along, and after the interviews with Coach Carter and just talking to him and seeing what he's all about, I expected him to field a stout, strong defense, and he's done that.
Seminoles had 16 rushes for 63 yards. They were 7 for 9 through the air for 179 yards, 242 yards total offense for the Seminoles. And the Seminoles are run. They want to run heavy, but tonight the pass was good, being 7 for 9 for 179.
And again, I think that's another. Maybe I'm having too many good things to say about Coach Carter, but it's testament to him that he wants to run a ball control offense. He wants to be run heavy. He wants to go out here and control the line of scrimmage and control the football game on the ground. But you see the willingness to adapt to what his talent gives him, what he has to put on the field. And you've got a quarterback in Dontaven Littleton that can deliver the football with accuracy and the ability to be efficient in the passing game. You've got a line that is efficient at pass blocking. So his willingness to adapt his style or his philosophy to what his talent gives him, what those athletes present him to be successful. That's a testament to a coach that's not out here to make a statement about what the proper or what his beliefs are on a football field, but it's to come out here and give these kids a chance to win. And that tells you right there that you've got a good, solid coach out there, and he's going to do what he can to make the Seminoles successful.
No doubt. And you think, man, 242 yards is all we had, folks. Let me give you a couple of stats here that's going to blow you away. The Seminoles ran 0 plays in the third quarter. We scored on a punt return for a touchdown, and that's the only time we touched the football in the third quarter. We only ran 7 plays in the fourth quarter. 7 plays in the fourth quarter. So you were limited to what you did in the second half, or I'm pretty sure that our stats would have been a lot more than what it was. Looking at Dontaven Littleton, He 4 for 6 through the air, 129 yards, 2 touchdowns. He was 4 rushes for 24 yards, 2 touchdowns. Tony Williams had 5 rushes, 31 yards, 3 touchdowns. And then you talk about the sophomore that comes in at the end, Torian Bell Jr. He was 3 for 3 through the air, 50 yards on passing, and he had the 1-yard touchdown run to get him in the end zone. So it's good to see the sophomore getting some snaps there. Let you know that your future is going to be pretty good when we finally get to him and it's his turn. But Bobby, let's talk a little bit about Tony Williams coming in at running back and giving you a spark, because we've needed that. We've needed a running back who can take a load, and tonight it was Tony Williams.
And we did talk about, we've talked about that since the first football game, that you had to find the identity of the football team at running back and who was going to shoulder the load and be that guy, that go-to guy that you hand the football to, and you're going to get 3 or 4 yards out of. And Jonathan Stovall got the start and has done a solid job and has looked better every week. But we saw some glimpses of it in the Blytheville football game with Tony and his running style. He's quick. He's almost kind of a scat back, but tonight we saw him be able to run with a little bit of power.
No doubt.
And that's that's what you're looking for, and it's very obvious. Tony has a high motor. He's out there hustling. He's giving it everything he's got. You may have found your running back.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And you saw the brightness from Sanaje Brown.
Yes.
I mean, he's got wheels. Man, he's got wheels.
He can fly.
We had him when he was a pup at Opar, and we knew then he could fly. And you saw his punt return that he took off on. I'm sure you're going to see that young man get in the offense on somehow, some way. You didn't see a lot of Terrence Nimmers tonight, but you know that he's going to be one that's going to get in on the offense too. Solid game from Anthony Harris Jr., Dontaven Littleton. I mean, you saw Tony Williams. I mean, Jaden Brown. Excellent work, Landon Clayton. I mean, you can say it on, and it is great that we're now being able to say more and more names that are stepping up and taking roles on the offense.
That's right. You know, last year, Michael, we had Mr. Dependable, Trayvon. We know we talked about him, and you know, I'm starting to see that come out of AJ. It's a kid that, you know, offensively and defensively, he's where he's supposed to be. He's always around the football. He gives you opportunities. You know, he takes opportunities to succeed and appears to be a vocal leader on the field. And you know, we've known that about Dontaven and AJ for years. You know, growing up, you could tell these two kids were stellar athletes and that they were going to do something, you know, for the Seminoles. But I just, you can't say enough good about Jaden Brown. I mean, Jaden catches the football if it's around him, you know. Landry and Clayton, the kid that he can also fly, and he gets open, he runs that skinny post, and you know, he catches the football on the run, and it's just it's a talent-laden offensive and defensive football team, and you know, again, it's the future's bright. You've got the ability to do something here, and I'm just glad to see Coach Carter get in the win column and do it in a conference game, and let's get this conference season going and see how far we can go.
I agree 100%. Bobby, let's real quick, let's look at some of our scores from around the conference and around the region here. As you know, Seminoles win tonight 48-12 over the Corning Bobcats. We got a final, I believe, from Piggott. Piggott is all over Manila, 60-0.
Wow.
I tell you, we talked about, you know, Piggott changing coaches in midweek, and you thought maybe that would give a little bit of a distraction. But I'm going to tell you what, Piggott didn't play no games tonight, putting it on Manila 60-0.
And that's a football team that's seen a lot of adversity this year. And,
yes.
you know, the loss of Hunter Midkiff, that's just a
yes.
terrible tragedy that,
It is.
you know, that family and that Piggott football family had to endure. And, you know, it's just good. And, you know, you just never know emotionally where kids are. And, you know, what you see tonight is just a release. You know, it's you know, just that almost a therapy, you know, just something to get out there and get some of this off your back, and
I can guarantee
that's great. And of course, we love Manila, and I've got a lot of good friends in Manila, and I hate to see Tony Miller's two boys, you know, play Manila football, and those are two great kids that are excellent athletes. So you hate to see that, but for Manila, but you know, you have to really almost just get in there behind the Mohawks and cheer them on, because they needed that. They needed that good positive thing to happen for them, and I'm glad for them, and hopefully that'll continue forward in the rest of the season.
No doubt. Bobby, one of the ones, like I said, it really has got me puzzled. They're in the fourth quarter. Palestine Wheatley's beating Walnut Ridge at Walnut Ridge 21-0.
I think y'all got that wrong. I think that's backwards, and I may have to call Jacob Kersey here in a minute and ask him what's going on.
He might not answer the phone.
He may not. He might not. But you know, I guarantee you he's jumping up and down right now. They may have to tie him down.
I promise you that. The other conference game, fourth quarter, late in the fourth quarter, Hoxie 48, Harrisburg 8. And I bet you Chris Farrell's over there. He's probably he's probably ready as a beat.
I bet he is too. You know, we know Hoxie's a tough football team, and
they're very explosive on offense.
We're going to see them later in the year, and I'm glad. You know, I really am awaiting that football game, because I guarantee you the Powell brothers are going to come into that game saying we owe Osceola one, because
that's right.
They came to our house last year and manhandled us. But
no doubt.
If there's a defensive football team in this conference that can run with Hoxie and handle them, it's the one right here in Osceola.
I promise you, that's going to be the game of the year if everything works out. Junction City, like I said, did not travel to Blytheville tonight due to COVID reasons, so Blytheville was off. We got a late fourth quarter score right now. Gosnell 20, Highland 8.
That ball game got away from Highland a little bit. It was tight there through the first half, but we've been waiting on Gosnell to explode a little bit offensively, and it looks like they finally started producing.
The other game we're looking at right now, Rivercrest has pulled away right now from Pocahontas 32-0. 19, and last we had was a third quarter score. They're probably in the fourth over there now, but they're in the third. All right, our fearless stat man / cameraman down here says they're still in the third, so he must be watching it over on the sister station, Suncom Media.
There's no telling what he's doing in there.
But Rivercrest right now 32-19, and folks, I'll give props to them. Rivercrest has got an excellent football team. They have an excellent quarterback down there who can flat out do it all, and they're that good. And I'm gonna tell you, we thought this might be for the conference championship tonight with Rivercrest and Pocahontas because both of them are two very good football teams. But I'm gonna tell you, if you're in the 4A, you better watch out for the Colts this year. They're gonna be very good when it gets to the playoffs.
They're going to be tough to stop. Cam Turner does a great job at quarterback there. He's a true dual threat quarterback. He's got the ability to hurt you with his legs and his arm, and they've got a good situation down there. Coach Fleming is in a good position with that football team.
No doubt about that. And the other one we watched tonight, the number one team in 3A. The number one team in 3A is Harding Academy. They traveled over into Memphis tonight to play a powerhouse called Briarcrest Christian.
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody knows anything about Briarcrest Christian, they're the real deal too. Harding Academy is the real deal in 3A, but it is all Briarcrest Christian, 56-28.
Wow, that's a big score. Briarcrest Christian's a large school, and they've got a lot of talent over there. And but I'll tell you, Harding can run with just about anybody. So that's a really interesting score to me.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Harding's going to be there in the end. I really believe it. They got a good football team.
I agree.
It would not surprise me if they don't play for it one more time this year. So we'll just have to see how that works out. We're early in the season, so we'll see how that goes. Folks, at this time, we want to thank our sponsors. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is our premier sponsor. Greg Reese and Taylor and them down there, without y'all, it could not be possible. Thank you so much. Our support sponsors are Bougainville of Arkansas, Oscar Gonzalez, owner, and Jade and Jacob and everybody up there. We appreciate y'all so much for your sponsorship.
Jade's right there.
Yeah.
He ain't up there. He's right there.
No.
Okay.
He's going to be fired if we don't get some of
I
stuff
knew that
worked
was
out.
coming. I wondered how much you appreciated
We
him.
don't get some of this stuff worked out, we're going to never mind, I ain't going to talk about it. Roller Swift Funeral Home, Mr. David Tucker. He says they're the best funeral home in the state. Don't they own about every funeral home?
That's what I was going to say. I think they own all of them. I just don't know. I think David's talking about Osceola, though. I think he's talking about out there. And
you know we all do. I think LaFonce would have something to say about that.
I think he would, too.
Might want to get him in a match.
Bobby,
what do you think?
I don't think David's got a chance in a match. They might go toe-to-toe in the funeral home business, but not in a match.
We want to thank Roller Swift Funeral Home for your support. Sandbar Grill, they're new sponsoring us this year. Harry and Jeanette Keats. We eat down there probably way too much because if you look out round I'm getting.
That's right.
You blame Jeanette, I'll blame Harry.
It's Jeanette's fault because she cooks. All Harry does is count money. But I'm going to ask you something. We were in there the other day, and Harry had lost the phone, and I'm just wondering if he ever found the phone.
He did.
Did he find? Where was it?
Well, the question was, where's the phone? And then he said, oh, here it is.
So he had it all along.
Yeah. He had it all along.
Ain't that something, boy? I tell you.
I tell you what, we
good,
appreciate
good people though.
Yes,
good people.
Good people and good food. We appreciate the Sandbar Grill. Sandra Brand for City Council, Ward 2, Position 2. We appreciate her so much. She's a lifelong Osceolian. She loves Osceola, City of Osceola, and she's running for Ward 2, Position 2. And I want to say good luck to her in the City Council race. Also, Tyler Dunnigan. He's running for Ward 3, Position 2. I want to appreciate him also for sponsoring the Seminole Nation, and good luck to him in his City Council race.
We had some folks that are on the live stream that don't know I'm a law enforcement officer, and Tyler does some reserve work up there in Blytheville with the Blytheville Police Department where I'm employed, and we had some training the other day, and there was a couple of times in that training I thought he might actually shoot me. I'm not.
He gonna love it.
I was concerned a couple of times. I made him get in and out of a car 3 or 4 times.
He's gonna appreciate that.
And I wondered for a minute, but he came out all right.
He's liable to pull his sponsorship next week.
Nah, we're in good shape with him.
Oh, me. Osceola School District, Mr. Alfred Hogan, Superintendent, Osceola School Board, thank you so much for your sponsorship of the Seminole Nation. We appreciate you so much. They allow us to come in out here. And right now they're letting us take up 2 booths. Folks, y'all have no idea. We'll take some pictures one day and try to get them up. And you wouldn't believe the amount of equipment, the amount of of stuff it takes to get this thing running, and it still don't run half the time. But we got a lot of equipment, and we're gonna figure that out one of these days. You know, it's just freelance people up here.
Poor old Jay. You know, you talking about Mr. Hogan. You know, I call him Coach Hogan because I knew him as Coach Hogan back in my high school days.
That was in
He
the 50s,
coached
wasn't it?
No, it wasn't in the 50s and 80s. and he was the head coach down there at Turl, and we played the Turl Rockets. You know, as a Luxor Panther, we played Turl, and I just don't think he liked me a whole lot because it seemed like every year I got the meanest kid he had right over the top of my head.
No.
I'm thinking he was targeting me.
He does a good job for the school district. We appreciate him allowing us to do what we do for the Seminoles. It's all about the kids for us, so we appreciate it. Huddle House, manager Michael Henderson. Now, that's another place, Bobby. You know, you can eat breakfast all day long and eat lunch when you want to. And
I'd
man,
like to be there right now. I'm hungry.
Yeah, I know it, but they'll be closed by the time you get there.
Closed? I thought they stayed open all the time.
Well, with this COVID, Bobby, I don't know. I don't know.
Ah.
We'll have to find out. Maybe if Michael's there, he'll open up and let us come in and eat.
That'd be a good thing. All right, well, let's call Harry and see if he can get back up there and get some coconut pie.
You can hang that up, brother.
That ain't gonna happen.
You can hang that up. The Huddle House, thank you so much for your sponsorship. Michael Henderson's the manager out there. Go out and see Michael and the Huddle House folks. Also, Mr. Monty Hodges, he's running for re-election for State Representative District 55, and Monty has always been a sponsor for our Seminole Nation or the radio. He loves Mississippi County, lives up in Blytheville, and Monty does a great job as District 55. He's running for re-election, and we wish him good luck. You
know, Monty and Rhonda are good people and really enjoy getting out to see them and when we're out at events and things. And a few years ago at an ANC auction, Rhonda ran up a basket that I was bidding on and ended up paying about $300-something for a couple of cups. That's about what was in the basket,
yeah,
you know. So
but it was for charity, right?
It was for charity. It was, but here not long ago we had an auction out at Kaiser, and Steve Kirk and I did an auction, and I got her back.
You got her back?
I got her back, man. I sold her a purse that was worth about $10 for about $250.
Lord,
so.
Now, see, that might have been fighting words. They don't tell him what you did with Monty when Monty got home.
He wouldn't even talk to me when we left. He just looked at me and walked off. He wouldn't even say anything to me.
Lord, Albert, Bobby, you got a story for everything. And also, our other sponsor is the Willis Clinic, Miss Sharita Willis. She's the medical director at the Willis Clinic, and Tim and all of them down there. We appreciate you so much for sponsoring the Seminole Nation. And you know, they're where the old Fairley Clinic was.
They're where the old Fairley Clinic was on Lee Street. And you said I got a story for everything?
Yeah.
Them's Luxor folks right
Luxor?
there. Now, I'm telling you right now, Mr. and Miss Willis and Sharita's brother Ironhead was one grade ahead of me in high school.
That was his real name, Ironhead?
No, that's what we called him. Name was Willie, but we called him Ironhead. I still don't know why we called him. That's what everybody called him. You know, back in those days, everybody had a nickname.
Yeah.
Everybody had a nickname. You didn't call people by their first name. You called them by their nickname.
Oh, okay.
But Dr. Willis is good people. She's Luxor people. That's good people.
I got you. All right. Well, okay. Then Miss Sharita Willis is good people, folks, so make sure you go down and see her at the Willis Clinic, and we appreciate them so much for their sponsorship. And, folks, that's going to bring us to a close here tonight. Want to thank Miss Denise Berg.
We've ran our mouths enough,
Miss Denise probably back at the station going, golly, I could have been home an hour ago.
Hush.
What she told me was about, we went to our last break. She said, well, with the mercy rule, we'll probably get out of here early. Well, if we'd have shut up, we'd already been out of here. I bet that's what she's saying. Miss Denise probably saying, if y'all just shut up, we'd already been out of here.
Yeah, we'd already be gone if y'all hush.
She does an excellent job, folks. She keeps us together back at the station for Sudbury Radio Sports, and we thank Mr. Harold Sudbury for allowing us to be on the Radio Sports app. We'll get back on 107.3 The GOAT here for too much longer on the actual radio station too, so we'll have plenty of ways to be able to listen to the broadcast here. And I want to thank Jay Gonzalez. He is the one that pushes the buttons that makes nothing work, and we appreciate him for doing that. And all kidding aside, folks, Jade is an excellent producer. He does excellent work, and without him, wouldn't nothing work. So I just tell you that right now. Problems are part of the whole game here, and it is what it is. But we appreciate Jade so much. We appreciate Gage and Jackson in there tonight. They were on the camera, and we appreciate both of them being in there on the camera tonight. Did an excellent job, and it takes an armor to make this thing roll.
It does, and we couldn't do any of this without our sponsors. You just can't say enough about the folks that give of give us financial support so we can get this done. And Michael, and just to toot our own horn a little bit,
Toot.
we've been toot. We've been getting calls from around the state. Cross it after our football game across it. We got calls from the Cross It School District about, hey, you guys do such a good job. You've got such a good picture, and your sound, and how do you do that? And we've done that with some other schools, and it's testament to the sponsors because they gave us the ability to go out and get the best stuff that we needed to make this thing work and
No doubt.
and make it professional and make it something that the school system, the city can be proud of, and that's
No
that's
doubt.
ultimately what we want to do. We just want to project an image of Osceola that is positive, and because we've got a positive place to live.
That's right.
And we want folks to feel good about coming here and participating in our sports programs with us. And you just can't say enough about folks that'll dig into their own pocket and help you out.
I agree 1,000%, Bobby. And then also, last but not least, I want to thank Bobby Eflin. He's our color commentary, but he also does a lot of our stats, and he helps with a lot of the stuff with Jade on our technical stuff, and he's the best. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I really believe it in my heart. He's the best color commentator in the state of Arkansas. There's no way around it. You can listen to college, and you can listen to pros, and a person that you can't replace a person that knows everything, just about everything there is to know about the game. And Bobby has a good mind for it, and he does an excellent job. And I appreciate him coming over and being with me on this program. It's something that we've always wanted to do, and it's rolling. And hopefully one day maybe to move on into a different path for both of us, and we'll be able to do a lot more things we want to do. That's the goal one of these days. But right now we are all about the Seminole Nation, those guys media, and we appreciate everybody listening tonight. So final score, Osceola 48, Corning 12. Next week, folks, we'll be live here at Seminole Stadium one more time. The Piggott Mohawks come to town, 7 o'clock start. We'll be on the air about 6:40 with the pregame, and then we'll have the game at 7 o'clock. So for everybody back at the station, I want to say good night from Seminole Stadium.